get the entertainment room to myself.
Going on.
Don't worry. If you really want to listen to some X-Men Evolutions, which is what she's on right now, I can put it on in the background for you.
No, I think we're okay.
I'm just throwing it out there,
Yeah, I am going to make another drink real fast, though.
We've been going through on our time together and rewatching Shokugeki no Soma, which, if I've never talked to you about that before, it's basically the softcore anime version of my culinary experience. So it's pretty good. It's on Netflix. Highly recommended.
Is it dubbed or subbed?
There's both, Duffy, dubbed and subbed.
Yes.
It is gratuitous, softcore, non-nipple showing
food porn.
I'm aroused.
Any nipples though.
I only watch nipple porn.
Listen,
Ear nips.
Airier the better.
Yep. But it's a hoot. Sucks
They're
you
great. I get like 4 chest pubes around each nipple. If I really let them grow up.
Very
Just
long.
something to floss with while you're down there,
Hey, Duffy.
Yeah.
Good crunch.
Don't.
Yeah,
Man, that's good. That was real crunchy.
Everybody's got like really high quality headphones, and they know the exact sound of that potato crunch.
It's actually a crouton.
I felt that crunch inside of me.
Yeah, so not only was it like not that great for you, it was just that bad for us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're good.
If it's not a Funyun, it's a crouton.
We have onions as well.
Why don't we see more Funyuns utilized in high-class salad application? Because it's basically just a better crouton.
I mean, you do. There's a dried onion condiment, but I mean, I don't want fiery Funyuns on my salads.
Well, it sounds like that
Doesn't
you
know
are
what
missing
that
out in life.
Fiery.
You're basically saying, I don't want to live life to the fullest. And that's okay.
What he said.
Like, yeah.
No,
heard it.
Yeah, I heard it directly from his mouth.
You heard it here first, folks.
What?
Don't
Isaac
put your Funyuns on my salad.
He doesn't want what on a salad?
doesn't want Funyuns on a salad. Fiery hot or plain. I don't understand why.
Massive dick.
Because they're gross.
Yeah, I was so bummed out about a bow today.
You
Yeah.
like love onions. Funyuns are just onion flavored puffs.
Corn chips? Yeah,
Yeah.
corn puff chips.
I like onions, not Funyuns.
I don't.
I actually don't think you've ever even had Funyuns.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
No, I don't think anyone doesn't like Funyuns. They just haven't had Funyuns yet.
True.
Man's got a fucking point.
I went to school, okay? You thought it was for culinary arts, but in fact it was Funyun school.
It's Funyun science. It's got a bachelor's in Funyun arts.
Please don't tell me it was just limited to Funyuns. Why not just onions? Like, what can you tell me about it? What kind of blue
specialist.
Two completely different things.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Totally different. He's a
Listen,
Funyun specialist, not an onion.
It's 7:30, so we've got D&D to get into. I don't have time to explain the difference between a Funyun and the rest of the onion family, but
you alone for this education?
I'll take some time. Yeah. No, I'm happy to share my knowledge. Like I went to school to help teach you
about Funyuns.
About Funyuns.
Oh, Funyuns, yeah.
Brought my drink your juice very quickly.
That's great. I'm
There's
happy to hear it.
There's a fuckload of sugar in there.
Yes, sir, it does. But less than Simply Lemonade, so there you go.
Okay.
There you
It's
go.
just,
You drank the entire gallon.
It's gone. Because when
Yeah, boy.
when the contents settle, it looks like it is going to kill me if I pour a glass of that stuff alone. And I did that on several occasions, back to back.
That settling is just a natural byproduct of using real ingredients. It's incredible.
Yeah. It was good.
I just opened mine tonight.
Raspberry mule, right, Isaac?
Yeah. Yeah, sir.
Thanks.
Emily, strawberry lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. There he is.
Hey, everybody.
Asada.
Hey.
Well.
Is. Should probably get the stuff pulled up, probably.
See.
That is not the...
Trabajo.
Every week I relearn how to pop out the screen like
The
everybody's
video?
screen. Yeah, the video.
Oh, yeah.
again. How do I do that again?
Well, you need to connect a video first.
Am I not connected?
Nah, bro.
Uh,
we
it
can get
doesn't-
you.
No, yeah, it does not appear so.
Every week I relearn how to share my video.
To be fair, it's been 2 weeks, so
Okay,
there you
And
go.
you have
Yeah,
some
and now
stuff
it should
going
be,
on,
I
so-
think, bottom right.
You changed locations.
You did.
Oh shit! It's called pulling it out.
Oh. No, he's wearing a shirt, so he's not... Oh, you said Alec, not an Alex. My bad. I was not paying attention. That's on me.
What?
What are you saying?
I don't know, dude.
What
I don't
the
know.
fuck are you talking about?
Listen, man, you know, that's all I got. Trying to get Roll20 pulled up over here. So how's all your guys' 2 weeks been?
Fantastic.
Full of work.
Eventful.
Fantastic.
I have leukemia.
The elephant in the room is addressed.
So
I don't wanna
fantastic.
say
Well, that's great. Happy to hear it.
He's had better 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I learned that Ativan is a hell of a drug.
Mhm.
Yes, it is. It's a beautiful
yeah.
one.
What
does it do?
uh
A lot of people
what
like
is
that
Ativan?
one.
Ativan's like an anti-anxiety, but they gave it to me for like just to sleep better.
Hmm.
And apparently, I get up like minimum 3 times per night, and I cannot remember doing it.
Oh, you're a sleepwalker.
I guess so. Usually to do innocuous things like change the order of Becca's books and piss in the closet.
Good times. Good times.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I've heard Ativan will do that to people, cause them to
Yeah.
sleepwalk and shit.
Damn.
Just piss in the closet.
Yes,
You
but
know,
it does make people sleep.
at least you don't have a piss drawer.
That might be a
You
good
don't have
idea.
a piss drawer?
Yeah.
Gotta have a piss drawer.
Thought everyone had a piss drawer
Gotta-
at this point.
Gotta have a piss drawer.
Had a buddy in college. He was staying over at our place, and he did that to my roommate. He just got ham boned. Got up in the middle of the night, walked into his room, and opened his drawer and just pissed all over his boxers. Then closed the drawer and went back in the living room.
Ah,
There
yes.
was
We have
one
lots of
night at
stories in this group.
Mhm.
1.0, I was sleeping in Alex's room on the floor, and I got up and peed only on the pillow that I was sleeping on. Literally, perfect accuracy. Displaced the pillow and then grabbed a different one that was clean.
One time, Tom tried to pee on Isaac.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was my bad story. That was the story.
Tell me where the bathroom is, or I'll pee on you.
Isaac's in the pointing in the dark. Just it's over there.
The bathroom one was on 5 feet behind me. You could literally see the toilet. I said, Tom, it's right there. Right there.
So,
You see, there's no negotiating with drunk Tom. There's
No,
just
no.
you just have to understand
No.
that. Yeah.
You were always wrong, and he is right.
the story I always heard is that he did connect and he did piss on you.
A little bit. I didn't think it was actually going to happen. And so I just
Sure.
moved my feet to the right a couple feet. Still in the sleeping bag. And then, there was this wetness.
That was
Started happening.
Duffy's mom's basement.
Right in the basement. Yeah. It's quite the kegger. I still remember Tom throwing the water
First
bottle
time we
at the
bought a
cups.
keg. Yep.
Yeah, and being like, that counts.
Duffy, I just remember Duffy freaking the fuck out. I was just fucking destroyed, and he was worried that his neighbors were gonna wake up. I was like,
Because he went out. I'm like,
he was paranoid as hell his neighbors were gonna wake up. So I hammered, ran around, looked in his neighbors' windows. I was like, "Don't worry, dude, they're all asleep."
it was one of those. You did what?
Neighbors were pretty far
I
away
did.
too.
They had a shot glass that was like a quad shot glass.
Oh,
So I shot the shot glass. There was a little bit left, and I was like, "Oh, I was like, probably 17. I was like, "Oh, that's pussy shit. I gotta fix that." And so I poured another one and did another, and I remember nothing.
Yeah, just switch turned.
It was 8 shots in 2 minutes.
Damn.
It was fucked.
I still remember my mom coming
so
home the next day and going downstairs right away, of course. Like, before I even had a chance to get out of bed or anything, I hear her through the floor just like, "What is this? What is this thing down here?" Because it was the keg we floated. And she's like, "What are you doing? It smells like beer?" I was like,
Smells like beer and piss. You kids want the pizza?
When my parents came home after the party I threw, the only thing they found was a stool knocked down in the basement. And I remember hearing my dad yell that from the second floor. There's a stool knocked
That's how he told.
The stool's what got him.
That's so
Yeah, I was like,
psycho.
oh, it was all perfect. Outside of the
I was a little oblivious about stuff. He walked into the house just reeking of baked weed and just didn't do anything about it.
No, he knew. He was just. I'm sure he was deciding what to do. Because all of you guys were over. There's no way he
He
didn't
decided
know.
nothing was.
that's where you just started
the
cleaning
solution.
clean dishes, right, in the sink,
This
just
is-
to
this
like
is
act
when-
natural.
Brendan was freaking out, so he started doing the Scotialex dishes.
Just one plate. One plate. I tell this story all the time, dude. It's so funny.
Clean fucking plate.
Cleanest plate in the county.
Oh, your parents must be so proud of you, huh? Oh, yeah, they really are.
So proud of you. Ripped out of his gourd.
Like a little
How did you-
talk
how did
out
you
of a
walk
Hollywood
away?
movie. Rob was hiding under my bed. We're all like, what do we do?
The weed is still down there. All right, we got. Isaac, it's your house. You gotta go. Brendan, he likes you the most. You run distraction. No, I don't think I can do that. No,
Pretty
you
sure
gotta do it.
after that session, that's when the witch hunt to find my pop stuff happened.
Good times.
Well, anyway, maybe
Yep.
we should.
So,
Yeah.
speaking of dark times, what do you all remember of the session 2 weeks ago?
I
Alec and I
killed
the big
a
guy.
dragon guy.
I'm a crispy
Didn't
boy.
win.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
Duffy's dead.
He ran away. I'm
Right.
still here.
Alec, you fucked up.
He ran away.
Rip
I
Steve-O.
scared him
Yeah.
away.
Rip.
I watched the whole thing, so I'm up to speed on that.
I'm not
one.
sure that you watched the whole thing. I'm pretty sure your eyes are like burnt currently.
I just know there is some big meat energy.
There was a dragon showdown in the town square where Bashir valiantly and bravely sacrificed his well-being to save some townsfolk and Sibo, and in doing so, torched Sibo.
And the townsfolk.
To the townsfolk didn't really take too much. They were behind
Okay, that's good.
Somehow the
a
gnome just absorbed all of it.
barrier, but the gnome, on the other hand, was just took it right to the face. And as the Cyanrath and his horde of kobolds disappeared into the night with their cackles and their loot and all that stuff, some of the town's guard came rushing out to see to the wounds of everyone, and were able to stabilize all the people that were injured and transport them back into the keep for a proper night's rest. That's where we're going to pick up. Is the next morning inside the barracks of the keep. Pull up the barracks for the keep.
So we're all together in the barracks. Is Sibo with us, or is he still resting?
Both. He is with you, and he is resting. You are. It appears you're the first to wake up, and you look around and you see, kind of in the haze, you remember you and the rest of your companions being led to the barracks here. Everyone kind of choosing a cot and just laying down on it. Bashir and Sibo weren't there with you, but you can see here in the morning that they are resting on two of the other cots as well.
Is there a doctor around?
You do not see a doctor nor a medic. It's about the sun is up. It's about the sun is up.
Ah, yes.
I like that
Good
time of the day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good old sunrise.
It's not like first morning because you guys really didn't finish up last night until like 3:34 in the morning. You guys did a rager, did a full bender. So it's light outside.
It's light.
Okay. And we're
Good
in
morning.
where? It's this like guard
The
waiting
keep.
area or something?
Yeah, let me pull up a little asset for you guys. The old scooter. You guys are here in the sleeping room.
Wow. Crazy night last night, huh?
I
I
feel
go
stronger.
over to
I
go over to
leveled up.
Sibo, and I immediately start inspecting whether or not his shorts are gonna be okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Sibo. You gotta understand, he called me a coward, and you know, I got mad. So
Sibo understands. Sibo can't see.
This whole time.
So here, let me slap your ass a little bit and make you feel better.
Mm.
Ah, much better.
You're gonna be all right. It's okay.
I feel like I just need to play like this to.
We play football.
The healing that has been done on the two of you is, of course, magical healing. So there are no bandages or
Awesome.
any signs of distress from the two of you.
So I was in a trance the whole time, it seems. Anyways, so I don't remember a thing.
Yeah,
Weird.
that guy was pretty gnarly, huh? Good thing he ran away though, because I was about to get up and kick his ass.
Yes.
Definitely what was about to happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You did a good show, Bashir. You did very well.
Thanks. I thank you for your support. I mean, I know, but I also thank you for your support.
Thank you for saving me.
I do have a meta question, Brendan. What kind of damage did I get hit by? Do I know that?
How
Because he
did
used his
he-
breath weapon. Was he?
Oh,
that
it was,
lightning?
it was lightning breath, yeah.
Okay.
Electric damage.
Yeah, it's extra crispy.
Um,
Well, we should, probably be on our way and
Yeah.
collect our reward from the king or whatever.
Get our fee.
right around that time, there's a knock on the door, and in walks a chambermaid.
Oh,
Oh, I see you're all awake. Good. There is a morning meal set out in the main hall for you. Please feel free to join us at any time. I understand it's been a late night for you all. I am pleased to see that the two of you are awake. Our healers did not know that they were going to be able to save your lives. You were charred, crispy, and you had lost more blood than I think I've ever seen in my entire life. So this is good. This is good. This is very good.
Yeah, it was fine. I was about to get back up and
Yeah, it didn't
take
seem
care of
that bad
guy.
to me.
Yeah,
I
I
think
just
you're exaggerating a little bit.
Yeah.
He's very large,
Listen.
volume to ratio.
It's exactly correct. I mean, you gotta understand, Dragonborn, we have more blood than you've ever seen. So, breakfast though. I'm
Never.
quite famished.
Yes, I would imagine that you would be after the amount of healing that was required to stabilize your life. Please, everyone, if you would wish to follow me into the main atrium, walk this way. She holds the door open and begins to move through the waiting room into the entry hall area.
As we're walking, I'm trying to talk to her about the
Oh, God.
the work conditions in the kitchen, and if anybody's heard any complaints or anything.
Oh, yes. The Scullions
We
have
trust- we
been
trust this guy
complaining
yet?
all morning about how they're working in an unsafe work environment. It seems that our town was pillaged last night, and they are very upset about these conditions.
Scoundrel, terrible to hear. May I offer you a pamphlet on such
Is this
such
that clan
concern?
pamphlet thing again?
She takes it. Yes, a pamphlet. Pamphlet, you said? Oh, thank you. It is quite hot in here.
You're welcome. Tell your friends.
Yes, I will direct them to
Tell them that it's hot in here.
the very handsome purveyor of these wonderfully cooling pamphlets. Thank you so much.
I wink at her.
She blushes.
What
I
next?
must attend.
What next?
I must attend to my duties, but have a good day.
When do you get off?
But later, maybe she'll attend to yours.
Sir, you are so forward. I'm but a simple backcountry girl.
I kind of
Stop waving. Stop
nudge
waving the
Sibo, and I'm like,
hand.
that's the way he likes them.
As she's doing this, she opens up the door to the entry hall, and the background sound that had been kind of building as you've been getting closer kind of erupts a little bit. The hall has been completely changed from last night. There are rows of tables full of cheeses and meats and vegetables, different flagons all around. The atmosphere in here is like a breakfast after a war. Everyone is there's a mixture of emotions running through the air, of elation, of surviving, of sorrow for the people who had their homes and lives and families murdered and destroyed. It's not jubilant, but the energy is not subdued. Everyone who is here took part in basically staying alive. And at the head of the hall, you can see a table set for 6 extra seats next to the governor and Castellan the Red, who stands up immediately and beckons you over. And as soon as he does that, the hall hushes a little bit. Everyone looks at you.
I feel like, are there plates? Like, is this a buffet style, or is this
Yeah.
sort of like
Are
a?
these single-use
They're
plastics
just
here?
there's the table that you are being beckoned to has like its own personal buffet. There is just different platters and everything all over it.
So I
Yeah.
get in there and I sit right next to Caslin and I rip off a piece of cheese, stuff it in my mouth, and I nudge him and I say, "Y'all should get pillaged more often, am I right?"
Oh, I
Whoa.
pull out my lute and feeling the room, I start playing the most beautiful song that was ever, well, the acoustic version of the most beautiful song with the most beautiful lyrics that was ever written. Creed's "Don't Stop Dancing." At times life is wicked and I just can't see the light.
Go ahead.
Just
give me-
aligning sometimes isn't enough to make some wrong seem right.
The song really speaks to
Love
me.
this
And then
track,
I
yeah.
immediately grab bacon and just start just
Chomping.
stuffing bacon in my mouth.
Oh, it's that thick cut smoked Hungarian bacon.
But I'm kind of like I grab it, and every time there's a piece that's a little floppy, I kind of just like fire breath it to crisp it up, and then eat it.
Nice.
Just a little-
Save me some vegan options, Roland.
Yeah, I'm still a little battle weary, so I'm gonna be, I'll take a
What
little
is
nibble, and I'm gonna just
vegan?
kind of survey the room here a little bit. I still don't trust this guy that's putting us up.
Wait, the governor?
Yep.
Cool. As you survey the room, you see that people in there have kind of returned to their meals. Some of the people are just kind of moving food around their plate with that 1,000-yard stare in their eyes, like just seeing horrors beyond their wildest comprehension. Other people are obviously drunk. Most people are still bandaged. Their bodies look downtrodden, but their spirits at least seem to be maintaining the peace of not having been murdered. Can you give me a performance check, by the way, for that wonderful Creed song?
That is 18.
Yeah, everyone fucking loves it. It helps a couple people who have been staring into their glasses kind of like come back out a little bit and like turn to their friend next to them and like put an arm around them and like start like swaying to the music.
Yeah.
Tears come down people's eyes.
Break them out of the comatose.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So-
break them out a little bit.
Castellan, what's the final fatality count?
Yes,
Good table talk here.
I would say that
He's an excellent conversationalist.
You pillage more often. How many people died?
I have no
It's great cheese,
charisma.
by the way.
we lost 76 of our brothers, mothers, and children from the village. Thank you for inquiring. And the guard itself lost, by our most recent tally, 85.
Terrible, terrible things. Terrible
Truly,
things.
I fear that it would have been all of us had you brave souls not arrived most fortuitously yesterday. My thanks to you goes beyond measure. We will remember your brave deeds for generations to come. They will speak of you fine travelers who have saved us. Assuming that we have generations to come, from what I understand. But this is not a time for dark talk. This is a time for recovery, a time for
Yes.
replenishment, and a time for what little joys we can have from the food that we have. Unfortunately, our water mill, our grain mill, destroyed last night, and I fear it will be hard to replenish our stores for the spring, and with most of our townsfolk living in ruin, it's going to be a very cold winter. But we at Greenest are known for pulling ourselves up from our bootstraps, so we will persevere. We will make it through. What is important is we live to do it. Thank you.
You know, that bootstrap thing, I really feel like Pell should maybe hear something about that. Pulling him up from the bootstraps. He keeps talking about this union thing or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no need. We're a hardy folk. It's okay. We don't need any talk of unions here. We have guilds. The guilds work just fine.
Yeah, it's something about like
Is it-
the
it
weaklings
Guildmart?
having power
Is it
or something. I don't
Guildmart?
really understand.
I heard a collective bargaining agreement somewhere.
Everyone has a great pension here. You can ask around. Everyone is very pleased with their working contracts. Up until yesterday, Greenest was a very profitable location for centuries, and I know that with good leadership and guidance, we'll be able to return
All
to
right,
our
Governor. Here's the
story
thing.
days.
Apparently, they're trying to summon Tiamat. What do you know about that? Do you know anything about that? What did your guys learn?
What did you discover? What made this happen?
Because that's
Well-
going to be a problem. And I feel like I need to, with my friends here, I think they feel the same way. Commandos, don't say anything. I think we need to stop that from happening.
Well, and with this, Castellan breaks in. I thought it was just big talk from a little man that ran away last night, but it seems that the information that we've gathered from the prisoners that we managed to retain, we're talking about how they are trying to summon the Mother of Dragons, Tiamat, back to this realm. But to be fair, these cultists have always been talking about this nonsense for centuries, Governor. I wouldn't put too much stock into it. That may be the case, Castellan.
Wait,
But for centuries,
that
we
guy's
haven't been
name is
attacked.
the dwarf is Castellan?
Castellan is the dwarf, yeah. Governor
Oh.
Nighthill is...
Governor Knight. Oh, okay. Whoops.
Castellan the Red and Governor Nighthill.
Okay.
Castle's like his lackey.
Yeah.
Keeper of the keys.
Lackey.
Yeah. Right. His right-hand dwarf.
Yes. Nobody here.
That may be true, but we also have been receiving reports of many other towns that have gone quiet in these past few months. It might be prudent to find out more information. Prudence. It goes back to munching on some plums.
Plum's a man of taste. Can I take some of this fruit and pocket it?
Sure can. No one stops you.
Sweet.
All right.
I take some of these plums. I'm taking like 2 plums and just stuffing them in my pockets.
In case we get constipated later.
Thank me when we're eating grass in a couple weeks.
Well, what did they that's all they said though, huh? Is that they're trying to summon, did they mention any
Like
places
when, where?
or names or
Next cities they're gonna go to.
Our interview was cut short by them being rescued last night, so I don't have much more information to give than this right now. Yes, that is true. But I have a proposal for you, fine folks. I think it might be prudent if you were to track these raiders back to their camp. You might be able to ascertain more information from them. It sounds like you are as invested in this as perhaps the whole world should be, if they are truly going to be summoning that wretched worm to this realm. Mayhaps this could be something you might undertake.
I think we could do something about it.
Well, you mentioned earlier about pensions among your
Ooh.
troops. Now, we are
There he
humble,
is.
independent
Ooh.
contractors.
Reliably
I think
consistent, this guy.
Before we agree to proceed on, we would first, of course, at your earliest convenience, like to collect payment for this job well done. As you
Oh
say,
yes, with that, and he
Perhaps an
mentions
upfront
over.
payment for this next period.
Keep in mind the
He
plums in his
mentions over
pocket.
to a scribe behind him, and he starts going through. Let me just take a look at the ledger here yet. So if you can locate their camp and find some information for us, I'll have specifics of that here after breakfast. I've got some information that I need to shore up back in my chambers, but I would be willing to pay you each 250 gold. Now,
that's,
of course, as for payment for last night, I can't offer you anything for the good deeds that you did out of the kindness of your heart, other than outfitting you with what we have from our storerooms for your inevitable trek to go undertake this mission.
well,
All right.
that seems fair. Yes, that goes for all 6 of us.
Oh yes, of course. Every single one of you would be able to be outfitted with what we have still available. And upon your return with the information, you would each receive 250 gold piece. I feel like that is looking at the numbers that we have here. Considering we won't be having most of the summer festivals at this rate, we have a little bit left in the budget.
Less mouths to feed.
Yeah, that's also tragic. Yeah. Well, I think we could agree with that.
I sort of clap my
folks?
hands and
Yeah.
so
In for a
yeah,
penny, in for a
show
pound.
us the equipment then. And
Yeah.
those of you who might be looking around have realized I've eaten about 4.5 pounds of bacon.
Gross. Do we get horses? Do we get to ride horses? Do we have to walk still?
Alas, we do not have any horses. Our stables were also destroyed, and the horses are going
All
to
of the
be.
horses? No.
The horses that we do have are going to be used for assisting in the debris removal and the rebuilding of our town.
Give me
Sorry.
It's
donkeys,
okay, book lady.
something?
It's gonna be a nice hike through the hills.
Yeah, all of our beasts of burden, if you will, are going to be burdened for the next many moons, I can tell. But the raiders that you're chasing after, most of them were on foot. They could not have traveled more than, however many leagues they can travel in. Oh, geez.
More than the foot amount?
Half a day. Yeah.
Yeah. Easy
And
for you to
they're
say you're
getting
not
further
going.
as we speak about it.
All right, let's
Um,
see this equipment.
Yes. Show us the equipment.
Castellan says, "All right, that's what I'm here for, Governor. I'll outfit them to make sure they come back in one piece. All right, y'all chaps, follow on me down here. We'll go to the storeroom, see what we have left in stock.
Can I hold back real quick with the governor?
Yeah, sure.
Excuse me, Governor. Yeah, the 250 gold, very generous. Of course, as you know how we do things in Waterdeep, there's a small, fees, maintenance, finder's fee for 10%, very small. I'll take that up front, just for brokering this deal, or maybe half up front, half afterwards, because of which you've tragedy and all that. And I sort of
Give me a persuasion check.
Motherfucker.
God damn it.
This is the worst.
8.
8 claps you on the back. Ah, yes. Your 10% upfront finder's fee for Waterdeep. Well, we do things down here a little bit differently in Greenest, but don't you worry. You'll get your 200 gold pieces when you come on back with the
200?
information. So much.
Thank you for the food.
Damn, he's so bad at persuasion, he lost 50 gold.
On my way out, I wait until he turns around, and I definitely take more plums.
Just the
Is it
plums?
50 gold pieces worth of plums?
Like that
Because I think you went
bread.
out a little under
You can't
on
eat
that
gold, okay?
If I
one. You
see
shouldn't
him-
eat that many plums.
If I see him pocket more plums.
Okay, so for the purposes of this, he leads you to a storeroom. Go ahead, look at in the player's handbook. There's just the section of like equipment and stuff like that. Let me know what it is you're looking for. I'll tell you whether or not they have it in stock. Some things they do, some things they don't. If you want to get some new armor, they might have it. Might have to do some rolls.
Do we
So
have
just
the
take a
handbook
look.
that says
Things
a pinned
that
message?
you might want to have for your first adventure outward.
Antimatter rifle.
Yeah, they only have a Yithian rifle, unfortunately.
Okay, that just sounds awesome.
It is.
Is
It's
there
pretty
is there
cool.
a lonk to the handbook?
Is there a
I would
what?
like,
A link to the handbook. I don't have it bookmarked.
Yeah, I
Just looking
can.
at the D&D Beyond equipment. That's what I'm using right here.
Yeah, that's basically.
Yeah.
Do they have any plate armor?
Maybe some shorts. No.
Go ahead, give me a percentile roll. That's rolling 2 d10s. One of them is the tens place, and one of them is the single.
Do I decide which is which? Or do I roll like the 1 first and then the 10 second or something?
Just be honest about it, whichever one you know is, because like for me, I have one that is like has a tens piece and one that has.
Well, that's why I was asking
that-
what order do you want it in? Do you want me to roll like which digit do you want me to roll first? I guess.
roll the tens first, I guess.
Roll the 10 first.
Hmm.
Okay, 8 and 6, 86.
86, not a bad roll. Okay, I'll keep that logged. The rest of you, go ahead, keep on doing stuff. I gotta check the.
I would like to wear some light armor that is not monk's robes. I took with
Yeah.
the poor bastard.
Yeah, they do have light armor there. They've got I think they've got leather armor. I'm fairly certain that's light.
Yep, leather padded. Are the
Yeah.
and
I would also like
Pride
to see
silk.
some padded armor. Pride silk is the good stuff.
Do you have
Pride
any
silk.
when you're ready from?
Em, you're breathing into your mic.
Sorry.
Okay,
Trying to
just
figure out what I'm
bend it, bend it out a little bit. Thank you. That's great. Just bend it out a little bit so that you can have it down, but not.
There's a breeze in the storeroom. Somebody needs to shutter that window.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
It's actually
Or
what
maybe
this
some
is
hide.
for.
Brandon, do I have to do anything other? If I just want the leather armor, do I have to do anything else?
Nope.
Wow, this is the
It's just because plate armor is like 1,500 gold.
Yeah,
pieces.
plate armor's like. That's why I was like, "Is there plate armor?"
That's why I'm having you roll for it. So
yeah, because it's like just asking a lot.
How do I add it? Or do you add it?
How do I know what I
No, you
want?
can add it to. You can add it. Go to equipment and then go to
Manage
manage
equipment.
Yeah.
There it is. I'm also going to get myself some padded.
What armor do you have right now, Al?
I have chainmail right now.
Okay.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah.
I just want regular padded armor. I don't want any of this other shit.
Is
Oh,
padded
man.
armor a thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where are you guys seeing a selection of items?
I'm looking under equipment and then manage equipment on the D&D Beyond
Okay.
thing.
Bullshit. That padded and leather.
Castlin kind of scratches his head at your query. He's like, plate armor. We don't really have much use for that in our cavalry corps. The best I got is this splint armor over here. Might do you a little bit better than your chainmail.
Splint armor. Okay.
Padded armor.
I don't see that when I search.
What is it?
SPLINT?
I
It's
don't
not because
remember
it's in the player's
Oh,
handbook.
I see
Huh.
Mithril Splint. That's a 17 armor class.
Yeah.
So I can. That's
Oh, so
that's the
I
one
have
then.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah. This is
you have-
this is great. Thanks. It's so light.
Rump, are there any monk weapons? In there?
Go ahead, give me a percentile roll.
And that's using the D10, you said?
Yep, the D10, get the 10's place and then the 1's place.
Huh. Even wearing so our armor puts my little gnome at a disadvantage.
Got a 9.
Yeah, I
when
think
you-
I'm not.
got a
Splint
90.
armor, if I'm not mistaken, also has a stealth disadvantage to it.
So
Or to
yeah,
be
that's what
low
I was
on it
about
as
to
well.
mention is that when I search Splint, the only thing I get is Mithril Splint and Adamantite Splint. Mithril Splint says that it doesn't impose disadvantages on those checks, so it's like magical, I guess. So I can just make a Splint armor without that property. Is that what you want?
If you could do that, that'd be great.
Yep, no problem. I was gonna say because that's
gotta-
that seems like it's magical in nature there. So
It does seem like that, yeah. Which is strange because it's normally
Yeah,
D&D is Beyond is just like here's the basic
all
stuff
I
from
get is
the.
Adamantite and Mithril for some reason.
Huh.
I don't know. Oh wait. Okay, if I
I'd really like the
filter, okay, I
staff,
found it.
too.
I need
Okay.
to filter.
Splint, this armor is made of narrow vertical strips of metal riveted to a backing of leather that is worn over cloth padding. Flexible chainmail protects the joints.
Perfect.
I got a 90 from.
Ooh.
Castellan, thank you, sir. This armor's great.
Yar, it seems it's been here in the storehouse for a while. Well oiled the previous owner was. I don't know what it was. I think there might have been a paladin moving through on a sojourn, and I think they spent a couple nights in our smithy making some new armor for themselves, and they left this here.
Do you know anything
It's all
about
yours.
this paladin?
Unfortunately, it was a little bit before my time, but the stories were told when I was coming up in the ranks of this holy crusader and their awesome smithing prowess. I'll see if I can do some more research on that for you for when you folks get back.
Please do.
Do you have a net?
Sure do. What size? What weave? What material would you like?
That's a lot of questions. What sizes do you have?
We've got 25 square foot. We've got 50 square foot. We've got 100 square foot. We've got fine weave. We've got medium weave, and we've got coarse weave as well. Big holes. Big holes for marlins.
I'm trying to catch fish. I'm trying to catch a person.
Oh, then probably the 25 square foot net, fine weave. This is made from fine fibers. It has been well oiled. Should probably hold up for you.
Okay.
What about any
Is
short
a,
crossbows?
Trump's still trying to find a monk weapon. Okay.
I am trying to find a monk weapon. Short crossbow.
Like, yeah, hand crossbow.
Yeah, they have a hand crossbow.
I'll take one of those as well.
There you go.
Do you have crossbow bolts?
No, thank you, Leah. Yeah, crossbow bolts.
No, not for you.
Well, for both of us, you've reminded me.
He comes over and he knocks his elbow down onto the side of a chest, and it just like opens up, and it's just full of bolts.
Is there regular sized crossbows?
There are regular size crossbows.
Nice, taking one.
Don't need
Cool.
to make
A light or a heavy?
A glaive would be a
light,
monk
I
weapon,
believe.
would it not?
Yeah, light.
I was thinking either that or the quarterstaff.
Yeah. I also need a quarterstaff for my guy. That would be all right.
How do you know if something's a monk weapon? Does it have a tag or
It
something?
says martial
Mhm.
melee weapon. I
Marshall's
assume.
like a
yeah.
bunch of yeah.
Yep.
That's a whole
Yeah.
bunch of weapons.
Is there? I'm trying to come up with like. Is it you're looking for like a short sword or a? I'm sorry, not a short sword.
What do you want,
Mm-hmm.
Isaac? What do you imagine?
I'm thinking like
Should
a
get,
blunt
iron
melee weapon.
knuckles.
Also, just something that still will allow me to do my bonus action. So as long as it's classified as a monk weapon,
Should get some
I'm
like
not too
knuckles
picky.
or fist weaponry.
like a hand weapon or
I'm fairly certain that for you to use your bonus action, you have to not be wielding a weapon.
no, it says anything that's either unarmed or using a monk weapon.
Monk
All right,
weapons
in
can be
5e,
specialized.
monk weapons can be blah blah blah. Short sword. Wait. Oh, I see. So like the short sword, there's butterfly sword and Dao, and Ninjato, Wakizashi.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of things here. I will put them in the.
I'm looking at the same thing right
Cool.
now.
Yeah, are you looking on D&D Wiki?
Uh huh.
Yeah. So Isaac, I just linked that. Here's the actual page. Those are all monk weapons. You could have like a bow staff, like.
You guys got any
So
rope?
the type of weapon it is that left short sword, but then like the monk version is that.
The three
Yes,
section
there-
staff
there's rope
sounds pretty
here.
awesome. Let's do the
I would like
quarterstaff.
some rope.
Cool. There's a 50 feet of hempen rope. Sound good to you?
That works for me.
They're
I'm taking a
yours.
quarterstaff.
Awesome.
Quarterstaff, all you.
A 3-section staff is like they're basically nunchucks. They're like 3-part
Hell yeah.
nunchucks. Okay.
Mhm.
Fuck yeah.
How much equipment can we carry? Like, is there like a weight limit that I have to be concerned
Is.
about?
Yeah, there is a burden. Like it's based on your strength that you have. Alec was talking to me about this a few weeks ago. The only thing that is more unutilized in D&D than burden is whether or not you can actually cast your spell if you have the material to do it. So there's going to come a point where I'm going to go, dude, why do you have like 1,000 things on you? But for the most part, right now, I'm not too worried about you guys being overburdened.
Okay.
If you try to say I'm taking my piano with me, I'm going to go, no, you can't carry that.
Then I'm taking 30 crossbow bolts.
Sounds great.
Do you have any
Um,
books?
Is there any wagons?
Wagons?
No, there are no. Unfortunately, most of our wagons were destroyed last night by the raiders, and the carts that are still being utilized are going to be utilized for, first for the burials, and then second for the.
It's understandable.
Of course.
Disguise kits.
Oh, disguise kits. Looks over in the corner. Yeah, I think over by the bureau over there, there's we had a traveling bardic troupe come by a couple years ago. They left in a hurry. They left a bunch of their stuff behind. We've been storing it down here. You can take a look through there, see if they have any creams and wigs and stuff. It's been pretty much untouched, except for a couple of the guardsmen like to put on drag shows for everyone on Thursday nights. It's a hoot, I tell you.
I love an inclusive atmosphere.
Oh yeah, we're very inclusive here at Greenus. It's part of the equal opportunity employment that we have that comes along with the pensions. Everyone has a great time. We got Taco Tuesdays, we've got Drag Show Thursdays, we've got book clubs. It's great,
Book club. You hear that, Leo?
Yeah.
Pal, later you're gonna have to explain to me what a drag show is. But before that, Castellan.
I'm writing down a list of things I have to explain to Bashir.
Bashir's gonna go through some personal growth about accepting people through this campaign.
Akamenos, do you want to try to explain what a
Castellan? I need to see your clerics about some holy water. So
Yeah, do you have any healers
point
kits?
me in the right direction on that one.
Let's see. I'll take you guys to see the clerics before you leave. I'll summon them. They're obviously kind of busy right now. Holy water. I think you might do best to go head to the cathedral, the church here on the grounds. I think that would be the church to Shantea.
Okay.
I think that would be the best source for that.
I'll catch up with you guys later, and I walk off to go try to find the church.
Cool. As for you, Miss Elf, I think yeah, no. Here we go. Hold on. He whips back a tarp, and underneath is just like a couple. They look like utility belt almost type of thing, made out of leather. Inside of it are different things that you would use to assist in stopping in wound care. What are the words I'm trying to look for, Miss Nurse? What
Bandages, like
yeah, bandages and scissors.
splints, like
splints and everything that you just said. A couple creams, some dried herbs, some vials of clean water, some pouches of charcoal and salt.
So no healers kits explicitly here.
That's literally what. Yes, there is a healer's kit. Yes.
Only one?
Yes, there is only one.
Don't worry, I'll heal you since you're gonna die again.
Potions, poultices, poisons, that sort of thing.
That's not something we would keep down here in the storage, unfortunately. you might be lucky to ask around some of the people upstairs if they picked anything up off of the raiders.
How about another dagger? I could use another dagger. This is all I'm
Sure.
working with, and I pull it out. And it's my makeshift dagger.
He looks at. Well, that's.
It's very sentimental. It's been in my family for years. It's ceremonial, really. It's
Yeah, it looks kind of vicious, a little fragile, but anyway, yeah. And he gestures over to a display table, and on it is just a various assortment of daggers and sheaths.
sheets.
A gaggle of
Great.
sheets.
Yes. Well, I think we're about set. The road is often expensive. Do you have a little pocket money that we could take with us as well, just in case we need to bribe an official, buy a snack?
Oh, snacks! Yeah, no, we can help you back up there. We'll get some travel rations set for you. Thank you for reminding me. I need to attend to that as soon as we're all done here. We can head back up to the main hall.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that.
Healing potions? Do you have any healing potions?
Like I was telling the charismatic one over there, and we don't really have much of that on supply, and most of it was used last night as we could. There might
people.
Yeah, there might be someone upstairs who picked one up. Might be floating around. You might get lucky asking them. But I got nothing down here. I'm sorry.
But short question: did we have a short rest or
Long rest.
That was a long rest. Okay.
Yep.
Double checking.
In order to level up, you have to take a long rest. So in order to have that all done before we got into this, I just said, do it now.
Okay. So I should have max hit points, but for some reason it's not updating. Oh, okay. Cool.
Cool.
Well, that's that then. Yes. So I guess we'll take your generous food or whatever. Show us
Might
the
be better
way.
than your plums that might get smushed.
All right. Well, I see the Dragon Man's already gone. So, all right. If you follow me back up to the main hallway, we can finish this up over there. And he takes you all back to the main.
What's going on with Bashir during all this?
Yeah. So Bashir, who had stepped away, makes his way to the Temple of Shantea.
All right.
All right.
Meet some clerics. They got some priests in there or something.
There is the same priest that you met last night, who's back, covered in. He's got a soot all over his face. He's sweeping up some debris from one of the corners.
I kind of walk up to him. You've had a hard night, buddy.
Jumps at your voice. Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's you. Oh, goodness. Oh, Shantea bless. Thank you again so much for coming and saving me and my congregation in this town. We would have been most likely doomed. I can only say that Shantea herself has given us the gift of life through you. Thank you so much. If there's anything that I can do to assist you, please
Listen.
let me know.
There is actually something. I need a flask of holy water.
Holy water, holy. Oh yes, holy water. Of course. And he leads you over to a small cistern at the base of the statue in the middle of Shantea. It almost looks like she's like leaning forward into her hands, and from her hands is like a little like spout of water coming down into this cistern. And it's like when you get close to it, you can kind of feel a little bit at ease, like there's a nurturing presence here. And he says, please he grabs a vial from his vestments and corks it and hands it to you. The blessings of Shantaea be upon you as always.
Thank you very much. We're off to find the bad guys. See you later. Runs out.
Blessed day.
So I kind of have like a meta type question or something. I'm trying to figure out like how my character. Okay, so I've leveled up and I can like learn spells now, but I'm trying to like figure out how the fuck like I reconcile that with my character and like, oh, what? Suddenly he's just like, sweet, I can do this stuff, you know, like.
So the way like a paladin works is you're kind of. It's basically like being a warlock, except for instead of having a patron, you have a deity who's looking out for you. It just kind of looks. So
kind of what I was thinking, I guess, was like I go to get the holy water. I don't quite know why I want the holy water, but I'm just like I need to get some holy water, and like okay,
yeah. Don't worry, I've got plenty of things to work this with you for. I guess prepare yourself for when it comes time to use spells, to kind of have it be like, oh shit, type of thing,
right.
You know?
Okay, and that was kind of what I was thinking. So sounds good. Okay, meta off.
Cool. So as Bashir comes kind of trotting back into the main hallway, it's right around the same time that the rest of you come back into the main hallway, the entry room, and the tables have been cleared, and people are up and moving about, and the governor is standing in conference with a couple people, including a very familiar monk from yesterday.
What's he wearing?
Yeah.
Does he not have any
Perception
clothes
check.
still?
What's he wearing?
He's wearing just looks like a town guard's tunic.
I rush up to him. Don't say a thing, and I start
Put your finger on his lips.
Don't speak.
It's good to see you again, and I'm just like,
It's creepy.
I get that off. I get all my stuff off, and I just like strip down into my my skivvies, and I hand it to him, and then I start putting on my leather armor. And I
slowly, essentially
slap him
like
on the
that.
shoulder. Thanks again.
Something about this monk just does it for this group. every time he enters the scene,
I'm like, good to see you again.
Everyone in the room just kind of stopped and watched you strip down. Passive, not even like. I don't even know how you did it. Just the way that you just did that strip down. I can't put it into words. Just they watched you do that, and just kind of did like a double blink, and then just went back to their work because, I mean, it's not the worst thing they've seen in the past 12 hours.
God.
No, I
The governor's
would
like-
like to like blend sort of back into the group and just stand at the back.
That's impossible at this point. But you are now standing at the back of the group.
for the
Good
best.
looking dick, Ace.
Yeah.
We all just saw your nips.
Bite into my plum. I'll remove one from my inventory.
Did you get your plums from the robes?
Oh
You
yeah,
might
I
have
got
just-
everything.
You might have just thrown it back at him, yeah.
So Governor Nighthill goes, quite. I see that you are ready to leave. Oh, great job, Castellan. You've done an expedient job on assisting these travelers from leaving onto their quest. That's great. What was... Oh, you were talking to me. Yes, this monk, apparently you are acquainted. He was mentioning to me about looking for a friend of his, and the monk stepped forward. Yes, as I was talking to you folks last night, unfortunately we still have not been able to locate the location of Leosin. I fear he might have been captured and taken back as a prisoner to get information from him. I would be ever so grateful if you were to, while you look for these raiders, if you might be able to ascertain his location, and if you can, free him.
You're asking a whole lot.
Yeah, we got a contract
Save the
over
world.
here.
Save this
yeah.
monk. What do you
Oh,
want? The monk or the
no,
world?
no.
Leosin has been investigating these raiders for months, and I fear that he might have tried to infiltrate the group, or he was captured. And no one understands these bandits better than he does.
What does he look like?
He looks like a man.
He looking like a man.
In clothes.
He describes him as a tan half elf with black hair, very prominent eyebrows, a black goatee. Lithe, I believe, would be a good word to describe him.
Life.
Life.
Lithe, lithe.
Oh,
Life.
Life.
Can I get like
Yeah, we all
a
kind of look at each other. We're
definition?
like,
Life. In quotation marks.
So he's not
life.
undead. Got it.
Light.
Okay.
life. Is it
Lithe is,
life?
especially of a person's body, thin, supple, and graceful.
supple.
Thin, supple, and
So
graceful.
every half elf ever.
Wait, so
Yeah.
What?
supple.
He has very strong hands and a very gentle heart.
These elves are just always getting themselves into trouble.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
Yeah, we'll
one of my
find him.
brothers has, I was gonna say one of my brothers has already departed back for Berdus to bring help, but it may be many days before he arrives, and anything you can do before would be a literal godsend.
What's another side quest, guys? Come on.
What's another side quest? I want to be reimbursed for my effort here, but
Well, you already knocked 50 gold pieces, so you might as well do this.
true. Well, I listen. I suppose we could not kill him if we see him. I think that's fair.
I think that's fair. Yeah. If
Totally
we see
fair.
him, we won't kill him.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful, please. Thank you. And if maybe he's in danger and you might be able to save him, that would be cool
You know,
too.
the way I see it, if he's in danger, it's because of people that we're trying to kill. So I just think the consequence of us doing what we're doing, it'll probably all work out.
It's true.
You could
He
just
did
come
put
with
himself
us.
in that. He
To ensure his safety.
Oh, alas! Last night I took an arrow to the knee, and I'm in recovery right now. So
Let me guess, you
Good
used to be
guy.
adventurers like us.
yeah.
I was never an adventurer like you. I'm a humble monk, spreading the good word. But
Can you?
me right here.
Yeah,
just
your
left us or
healers were
something?
like ran out
They're
of healing power. Like what?
Well, actually, yes. You know, they also are made of flesh and tire after a while.
Well, I'm tired too. Stop whining.
Nice.
I'm gonna
point.
go put my ceremonial vestments back on after
Before
I
you
wash
go,
them
Listen,
thoroughly.
dude, don't piss off the book lady. I
Yeah.
watched her blast a fucking hole through a kobold.
Can
Do you want a blast? Do you want a hole? Do you want a hole?
I have plenty of
She'll
holes.
give
Thank you
a
very
hole.
much.
Oh, she'll give you another. If you're real unlucky, she'll use one you've already got.
Things escalated very quickly with this monk.
He turns and bolts.
Pretty fast for an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, that's elves for you. Always running away.
Just take him out. Take
There's
him
like
out.
5 heads in the room that just kind of turn and look at you.
What the fuck you all looking at?
I suppose it's time for us to go.
Yeah.
I suppose.
We don't even know where we're going.
Oh, right.
He was gonna tell us, I think.
Are we in the room with the governor? Are we in the?
Still standing right next to you this entire time.
Okay, nice. I turned to the governor. So where are we going?
Far away. East. East is where their tracks are pretty easy to follow. Their carts are burdened with our goods. And it is the wet season, so I'm sure you can follow their path.
Wherever I am, it's the wet season.
I dare say.
Gross. Right. Do we know what the footprints of kobolds look like?
Oh yeah, don't worry about that. We know.
Give me a history check, Emily.
Hold, please.
Hold, please.
Hold,
Did you not
please.
log into D&D Beyond this whole time?
I am, asshole. I had to pull
okay.
it up. I had like multiple screens.
Yeah, fucker.
15.
Yeah, fucker.
Yeah, you remember reading in a bestiary about the markings and trails led by various reptilian and dragon ancestry beasts, including kobolds. So you think you can figure out what their feet prints would look like?
Are rhinos still
I feel like you to describe them for me. Like 3 toes, 4 toes, 5 toes, 6 toes.
Want me
Big,
to
small?
describe?
Yeah,
What
I want
they
you
look-
to describe the footprint.
Well, if you find a footprint, I'll describe it for you.
Just want to make sure I'm tracking the right animal here.
We make our DM leave too, though.
You can't make me leave.
Is
Remember
there
that.
anything else? Any other useful information you have for us, Castellan? No, Governor.
Governor. Governor.
Governor.
I would recommend be cautious. I don't know what I'm sending you into, and based on their numbers last night, there are hundreds of them, and I'm sure they are exuberant from their latest pillage. So
Nothing Bashir can handle.
Yeah. He's right.
The hero of greenest.
it would be
That's me, the hero of greenest.
Here, here. I turned the crowd. Hero of greenest. Hero of greenest.
Greenest.
Hero
of
greenest.
greenest.
give me
Hero
a
of greenest.
I don't know, performance or persuasion, whichever one is higher for you.
Probably performance.
100% not persuasion.
Yes. This one's good. They're both the same anyway. 18.
Yeah, actually, the people in the room join in, and they start literally cheering and clapping, and like, the heroes of greenest! Thank you for saving us last night! Like, a huge cheers, and the governor he changes his demeanor. Is like, quite true, you are the heroes of greenest, and very much appreciated for your hard work and diligence last night, and joins in. I thank you again, strange travelers, for gracing us with your presence. We look forward to your speedy return. I guess that would be the other piece of advice I could give you. Make sure you come back alive. More important.
Right.
Alright.
We're just getting information for you. That's the terms of the deal.
Yes, speaking of that, the information that I am looking for is I need to know well, anything that you can find, obviously, but where they are,
Mhm.
how many there are,
Mhm.
what their fortifications are like, if they have any upcoming plans, any more information about what they're doing, or who they're working with, or any higher ranking members of this organization would be of great help.
Who are you going to share this information with?
Are we gonna go on a date on one of these? Yes.
No,
They're
like, is there a group of you already talking, and like, what information do they know? And who are you on trades with?
I'm not talking. Not that I'm not talking. It's just no one has approached me about this. But I feel like this would be good information to have for myself to discuss with any of the other governors and magistrates of the area, because I fear now that they've come and attacked Greenest that there are other larger establishments that are going to be next on the menu.
So where they are, how many there are, who they're working with.
Who, what, where, when, why?
What
All the
plans
above.
they have, what fortifications
Fortifications.
they have.
Yep.
Higher ups.
You
Mhm,
got it.
mhm,
You got it, Governor.
mhm,
Right
mhm.
back, and I'll get that 300 gold from you.
Ah, yes, your pluck.
That's what we keep him around for.
I was wondering what it was.
That and his high performance rolls. He's even better at stealth. If there's
And-
anything he's great at, it's gathering information.
Guy's got like a +9 to stealth. Guess what? He got a 10. Well, guess we're not getting any more information here, so all we have left to do is go out and get it.
Some of the chamberlains show up, and they each have a parcel for you. They have a parcel for each of you. It's warm to the touch. You can smell fresh baked bread and some cured meats and dried fruit and cheese in here, along with a full flask of cool water.
All right.
How many days rations would you say we have for each of us?
Depends on how well you ration them, but I would say that that's 2 days rations comfortably, 3 days rations if you ration it.
Okay. I'm just
So
gonna
I
add 2.
started with 10 rations, 10 days worth of rations, apparently. I guess we used one though, traveling between the first place and Greenest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna switch that to 11 then.
Same.
But this one goes to 11.
But this one goes to 11.
I'm sorry, so we're getting 2 days.
Yep.
Yep. But we've used one that when we were coming to Greenest.
If you had rations, otherwise you were
Otherwise,
pretty
you went
hungry.
hungry.
Sucks to suck.
Suck.
I'm just a poor boy from a poor family.
Spare him this life from this monstrosity. You heard me. I didn't stutter. And then all of a sudden the roof caves down and crushes the rogue. Oh no!
Oh
Performance
no!
check or
no.
acrobatics check?
Yeah, give me a dexterity saving throw at a disadvantage.
Weird. The roof rolled a 94.
Huh. At the
It's a
same time,
sentient roof.
the floor caved out too. Okay.
A volcano's erupting right under his feet.
Who'd have thought? These tectonic plates, they shift.
Rocks
Yes,
fall
tectonic
everywhere
plates
fast.
happen. Anywho,
Well,
I'm ready if you guys are ready.
hit the old dusty
Ready?
trail.
Mhm.
Can we
On
take
the
a
road again.
potty break before we get ready in earnest? I guess.
Yeah, I need
Let's
a refill.
Oh, the real life
take a
one?
5-10 minute break.
I can do a refill.
Cool.
How long?
5-10 minutes.
Let's meet back at 8:55.
Cool. All right.
I need more drink anyway.
Yeah, you do.
What? 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 What?
What's up?
Nothing.
Cool. Yeah, so I've got a pretty big idea for when you hit level 3.
Okay.
You'd hit the paladin rights and everything.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to chat about it later on this week or something.
Yeah.
See what you have in mind. Talk about what I have in mind, so we can make it a big fanfare. But I think the
Perfect.
idea of you being unsure, especially at the beginning of where these magic spells are coming from, that's gonna be pretty cool.
That was like kind of what I was planning on doing. I meant to check with you before the session and forgot.
The part about the statue, like being able to feel a presence there, almost like it was when you were there. It wasn't like you were at calm. You could kind of feel like a divine energy
Right.
emanating
I'm starting to
off
feel
of it.
that stuff. Yeah.
You're more in tune now with different deities of the divine that other people wouldn't normally feel.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Because that's exactly because what I was thinking was my character doesn't know why he wants holy water. He's just like obsessed
Drawn to
with
it.
I need to have holy water. I feel like we're gonna need holy water.
Yep.
Yeet.
Cool. We're on the same page. That's perfect.
So
Oh,
Uh,
that is a strong drag.
Emily, make it.
No, I actually made this one.
Emily makes them strong drinks.
Oh my god, dude. Makes fucking nuclear bombs.
Great guy. Cool.
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, welcome back, everyone. I hope you're all refreshed and rehydrated because it's time to go on an adventure.
Woo!
Yep. Get you guys away from civilization because holy shit.
Yeah, we're not good at it.
The only NPCs that I really want to play are not ones that are trying to communicate with you, but ones trying to kill you at this point. So that sounds good to me.
Sounds about fair. It's just cattail. Just
Yep.
Cattail.
just waiting for it to just hit you in the face.
She just found my little box of dice, so
Mm.
Oh, game over, man. That's not your box of dice anymore. Their box of dice.
All right, well, let's start going east then.
Cool. Cool. As
Thanks, guys.
you leave the keep and make your way east of the town, I'm gonna pull up the town map and move you all over there.
Is it like still morning-ish, midday?
Yeah, you can tell now that it's closer to like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You guys probably woke up around 10:30.
Are there still
Um,
bad guys over there? The fuck?
No.
Haven't
I
done
think
map
just have-
cleaning yet.
Oh. Sorry. I
Yes,
was like,
they're still there.
What? I was zoomed in. I was like, God, they're already on the path waiting for us.
I know. I was like, fuck. We don't even
Corpses.
get to like move out of the city.
Nope,
As
this
you're moving
is
through
them.
the town, you get fucking gang beat.
Mhm. Turns out this whole time everyone was actually in on it, thinking that you were fine. Elaborate ruse. You're all dead.
It's
Oops.
actually that other monk's friends being like, you guys keep stripping down our boy.
I gave him back his clothes.
Go. You're gonna make a friend doing that, Pierce.
Or something.
Oh no, gonna be a friend. So. That. That's me. There you go. Scooter Scoot. You guys are at the keep.
Zip, zip.
Zip-a-da zoop zop.
Hey, zip.
Are you taking your leukemia drugs?
This is the last of my chemo, actually.
Wow,
Nice.
this is a special moment.
Yeah.
Already? Just 3 days of
Congrats,
chemo? That's
bro.
all it is now?
When you have what I have, yeah.
Oh,
Huh.
That's great.
interesting.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Science.
Is that I hope that's a
Amazing.
reusable straw.
Why are the other ones like cancer inducing?
I just think you're
No,
sick
you're just
full
a
life,
piece of
so you want
shit.
stuff fucking out? Yeah.
Plastic straws.
Yeah.
Leukemia victims can be assholes too.
Plastic straws will be around for 100 years, buddy.
Turtles are gonna die because you're trying to fight cancer right now, okay?
Yeah. You're basically giving turtles leukemia. You're just passing it
You
on.
almost died, and now you're gonna let the turtles die?
Little turtles are being born with straws in their noses.
Right out of the fucking egg. Just Christ.
Anywho,
Yeah. Next.
Yay, no more chemo drugs. Moving on.
Yay,
Can
no
we
more
s-
chemo. Fuck yes.
can,
Congrats,
can
dude.
someone give me like a nature check,
All right.
please?
Ooh.
Hmm,
All right.
not me.
21.
Yeah,
Well,
Sibo, you
that's
can
the
see the
winner.
tracks really
All right.
easily.
Guys, I see some tracks.
There
like-
are dozens of wagon ruts leading out, heavily laden down wagons in the soft ground.
Any
There
footprints?
are there at the beginning. It's just a churn of mud and like destroyed ground from the trampling that it had been taking. But as you make your way eastward, more it mellows out to just obvious tracks of different footfalls. You can see that some of them are boots. Most of them are boots. Actually, most people are wearing boots.
Cobots wear
um,
boots?
Except for you can see that some of the imprints in the ground have three major protrusions, kind of like a triple claw, with to the back of the heel, kind of like a smaller claw off of it, coming to points at the end, very reptilian in nature. You can identify, Leah, that these are in fact kobold prints because they match exactly with the kobold prints from the bestiary that you read.
Ah, yes, those are in fact kobolds. We are on the right track.
I think we should follow this path, guys. Watch the
Yeah.
tracks.
You also
Boots
see
on
the
the ground.
bigger imprints of similarly shaped footfalls that are larger.
Perhaps rhinos came this way.
It definitely looks like a rhino foot track.
Yeah.
Sibo. Oh, never mind. You really weren't there, were you?
Those rhinos were serious.
Yeah. Those rhinos were crazy, dude.
Yeah, you can tell that those are the footprints of the rhinos.
We'll
I
have
was
to watch
regaled
out
about
for
it while we
those.
were waking up.
Just remember.
We filled them in
Just
on
remember.
everything.
Yeah.
Don't move, and they can't see you.
Yes,
Rhinos,
right.
you
Don't
gotta
move if
spoke
you
of.
want to die. Follow Bashir's advice.
It's like
He is
she
the only
thinks she's,
one
like,
to have died, so.
Smart or something. I don't.
Mm-mm. I
like-
read books.
Books.
I read about him once.
Mm-hmm.
I read
You
about
know
a
what?
book.
You know what paper is good
I
for.
read about books once.
Fanning yourself.
Those pamphlets are on good paper, I'll have you know.
That's
Hey,
20
you-
pound.
It's not.
You-
It's
you
not.
made a
It's hard to find that stock around here.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
pal, you were gonna tell me about a drag show. What's that?
I'll tell you later. Just
Oh, okay. Okay.
Be a bedtime story.
The treks keep on going eastward for a couple hours. The sun begins to make its way over, not like the horizon, but like it's starting to get to mid-afternoon. You guys have been walking through rolling hills full of wildflowers and grasses and small shrubs. It's pretty idyllic out here in nature, away from civilization. Just you and the sky and the refreshing air. There's a time where you're walking closer to a stream, and it trickles by in a very peaceful way. Hear the chirp of small insects and the mating calls of various birds as the tracks go on. And I need another nature check from just two people.
I will
All
be
right.
one of them.
go
Sure.
for it,
I'll go for the second one.
please.
Some good luck. Ooh,
20, but not a nat 20.
6.
Cool. Sibo, you are enjoying being out here in nature, away from the murder and chaos of the night before. That you are still following the tracks almost by rote, because like it's still pretty obvious to see the tracks. So you're just kind of like, obviously, if I just follow these wheels, it'll be fine. Pearson, on the other hand, you notice that there are a couple tracks that lead, instead of going east, they kind of break away towards the north. A very small group, maybe like you can make out at least 4 or 5 different tracks heading up there. Some kobold, some human.
Curious. These parties they seem to split.
I'm not really seeing anything like that.
Trust me.
It's a nice day.
There's a
out
smaller
here.
group
Yeah,
going
it's
north.
gorgeous.
Stop looking at the goddamn skyline.
Well, what do you think,
I don't
Ace?
know. I really
Does
want the
one group
gold
seem to
more than
be
anything
bigger
else.
than the other?
This one going east seems bigger.
Guys, hold on one second. It's 9 o'clock, and an ice cream truck is passing my house with its
Dude,
music
You
on.
got-
Are they
you
selling
got-
drugs?
Cash, you
gotta
gotta run
go.
out there.
Yeah,
You
gotta
better
go.
run.
Dude. You better
You
go.
better
go,
run.
go.
Run down the road.
Go,
Better get
go,
the teenage
go.
years.
Run on the road.
Ice cream, ice
Go.
cream,
Go.
ice
Have to
cream.
Go.
You think he planned out buy ice cream, or he was just trying to call attention?
Oh,
to it?
damn it.
Wait.
Wait. What
Uh,
the
I
fuck?
used to remember how fast those legs
I
could
got
carry
the
you, bro.
taco.
Yeah, it was-
No.
that's not ice cream.
What do you mean this isn't ice cream?
God damn it.
Mm.
This is totally ice cream.
Yeah, 100%.
Got it from the ice cream
Got a
dealer
choco
outside.
Taco, a drumstick.
Ooh, choco
Choco
tacos.
tacos. They
Oh,
sell
dude.
them at one of the little
Cookie
areas
sandwiches?
that work.
They should have trucks to sell weed in legal states.
I don't know why they
Weed
haven't.
truck.
I don't know why they have a mobile dispensary. Fuck yeah! Like
That
Yeah.
would be
you can have food
Fuck the
trucks.
people
You get
shuffling
licensed
out
the
to
same
it.
as.
Anyway,
Listen.
Anyway,
All I'm saying
Um,
is we need to be careful not to get surrounded. Now, I don't see any direct benefit of going north right now because I want to focus on the mission. I want to focus on the gold.
But what
But
if
someone
that's
can
where
give me
they
a good
took them?
reason.
can we tell what kind of tracks are going which way? Like
There's a couple
we have
of
like
kobolds.
kobolds
there's a
going over
couple-
there, and not
There's
kobolds
one
going over
human on
there.
this. Okay, there's one human on this north track. All right, I'm not saying it's the guy. I'm not saying we can benefit from getting this guy, so I don't even know if we want to do that. But there is one human track.
I'm guessing the goal, the people we're trying to get to, are not going anywhere fast. So it couldn't hurt to follow these other tracks for a
Well,
little while.
maybe we
If
can
we
get the
can find a way
information
back.
from the smaller group of people and like.
How many? Can we
Precise.
tell how many
Killed?
people?
Dangerous.
Can we tell how many people are? I can't track. Apparently, it's not
It's a small group.
something
It's
that.
like, can I roll for an exact number?
yes. Go ahead. Give me an H check again.
That's a nat 1.
Sweet.
Oh.
Do you
Bring it
know
here.
how to
How
count?
many people does Pierce think went that way?
I don't know.
Oh,
Does it hurt?
Could be
He-
from.
Single
Even the
file.
odds, Pierce.
Put it
I
back.
don't know. Listen, the problem
Well,
with
listen
going
on
north
Friday.
and the problem with this monk is he's so poor. He's just so poor, and he can't give us any money. So why would we save it?
You are convinced, looking at the tracks a second time, that it was actually dozens of people all following the same footpaths of like the 3 or 4. So you think that actually the northern path is the main one, and they were being sneaky about it.
So we gotta go north. We can't go east after this stupid monk guy.
All right. That seems to make sense to me. If the bulk of the party went north, all single filely making sure to step in the same steps so that they obscure their numbers, we're gonna want to know why.
They're numbers that make sense.
Because that's a lot of work, right? So they're doing it for a reason.
Yep.
They're cobots. They're not that smart.
Yes, but they do obey orders.
You do.
I'm measuring the depth of the feet prints with my like index finger and like seeing how deep they are. I'm like, it checks out. It checks out to me. I mean, it seems like it's.
Those
That's
are
the case.
deep imprints. You're right. You're right, pal. We better go north.
We gotta go north.
Oh,
Don't
cool.
want to.
We'll have to be on our guard, though.
Don't have to worry about that monk. You know, he's got his clothes back. Well, his
The
friends.
man who falls down drain pipes, we're gonna trust.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I feel like he kind of was pretty good at getting down the drain pipes. Getting up was a
Yeah.
little more questionable, but
Okay.
getting down,
Have you
he
seen
seemed to be
tapping?
pretty
Yeah.
slick.
I stab things pretty good.
Did you see him
I'm
do the
speaking-
flip over the rock?
Yep. You see the rock flip that I'm still waiting on the song for?
I still didn't see it. You had me every time.
Use
I
your
don't know what
imagination.
you
You're an
want
artist.
from me.
Anyway, I don't even. I'm just like, follow me, and I start walking north.
Listen, book lady, he's got some really convincing
right.
arguments. I'm
All
going north.
right, let's go.
Still gonna enjoy this.
Why don't we?
beautiful
Let's
nature.
walk in a single file line.
Let's,
We can follow their
Beautiful.
path.
Let's walk. Let's go slowly though, and make sure we don't get ambushed or anything.
Mm.
Of course.
What's your guys' passive perception?
13.
think it's 15. Yeah, 15.
14.
11.
14. Took me a minute there.
Okay.
Reddit.
As you guys are walking,
12.
following the pathway north, Hell, you smell a campfire.
There it is.
Smells like a wood fire.
You think there's a forest fire around here?
I suppose it could be. It is the wet season. So
Well, I hear it's always the wet season when you're around. Though.
Well, that's why it's the wet season here.
Someone's paying attention to my jokes.
Taking notes.
But doubtful. I assume it's probably a campfire of someone staying out here.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes some sense. Well, we should probably
let's,
sneak up on those people then and try to see who they are before they
Let's
see us.
investigate.
Yeah, I agreed.
I grab Ace by the back of his armor and literally just throw him forward. That's you, bud.
You don't need to be so rough about it. I get it. Don't mess up the nice armor. This is new and clean.
Added.
Yes, I would like to sneak into the direction of this fire of whatever kind it is.
Cool. Whoops. Wrong thing. You are sneaking into the direction of the smoke. You come to a small gully in hills, a natural the hills kind of crest in onto a couple different places and follow it along a little bit until you get to what you see over here. As soon as I remember how to do, you see this. Now, before you have a panic attack, you are actually up on top of one of the ravines over here. And you can see that there's a campfire down here in the base. There are 8 kobolds and 4 humans in their own distinct groups sitting around the fire with a couple rabbits that are roasting around it.
Segregation is alive and well. Fucking racist ass D&D universe. Can I
Black
see
elves
the
are evil.
As I muted, FYI.
Go ahead, give me a perception check.
Not bad. 15.
You do not see anyone that makes the appearance of the.
Okay. Is there? Can I see what kind of weapons they have?
Yes, you can see that the 4 humans have left their short swords in a pile back here. The kobolds kind of have theirs strewn around them, daggers and slings and stuff.
Gotcha. No,
As you sit watching for a couple minutes, you can see that the 2 groups seem to distrust each other. The humans sometimes will bark an order at the kobold to, rotate the meat or something like that in an authoritarian way, and the kobolds will kind of look at them, and one of them will go over and do it, but they just don't trust each other.
Gotcha. All right. I would like to sneak back to the group.
Cool. Give me a stealth check.
22.
Cool. Yep, you're good.
I get back and I say, this group seems smaller than what I initially thought. However, they seem very ripe for subterfuge. And then
How so?
yeah, there are two groups, humans and kobolds. They don't seem to like each other very much. I think we could do well with pitting these two against each other. Any ideas would be welcomed for this to avoid combat.
Well,
Perhaps we could lure someone away, or if we could get someone away from the main group.
maybe we could make it look like one of the groups attacked the other group.
Yeah.
We could lure one away, and then Sibo could do his little illusion trick and make it look like what they are stabbed or something.
Or were they eating anything or something like that around the fire?
Or we could just
There were
shoot a
rabbits around
dart.
the fire,
We could just
yes.
shoot a dart,
could,
or throw a dart at one side, and then
Throw
hopefully
some
that would-
rocks, but I
Well, it
could
has
also
to be
illusion-
the same weapons that they have. It has to be something one group would have versus the other.
But how
Some
would
throw
we
rocks.
be able to?
I have a hand that can like chuck a sword or something as long as it's light enough.
You have a hand.
You have a
I have
hand.
a-
I also
I
have
have-
2 hands.
I have
Yes,
two
I
hands.
have
yeah.
an
I have
extra
more.
hand.
And I have its
All
tail.
right.
I mean, I have a sling with sling bullets, so
Do any of
And you
them
have
have
a
slings?
And my
That
axe.
doesn't- What's your
I wanna
point
hear what
about this?
Steve-O-
You have a hand, okay?
I have a magic hand, so I can
Steve-O.
like
Yes.
control it 30 feet away from me.
They're eating rabbit.
A
Okay.
magic hand. Well,
we
we
could
could
do an
make it
illusion,
look
perhaps. Go ahead.
Like I chuck a dagger at
we
somebody.
could make it look like one
No.
of the humans threw their sword
No.
at the kobold using
No.
your little hand.
I could try an illusion of them eating the rabbit, maybe a kobold or a human sneaking some rabbit before
Yes.
Mm.
the others.
Yes. I like
Give
that
it a
better.
shot.
Bashir,
I
we've
don't
tried
like
your
I
it
feel
way.
like-
either, so.
And last time that happened, one of us got burnt.
Listen. My way is to jump into there and kill them all. All right.
Right. Let's not do that.
We're going to see if we can get them to kill themselves.
I feel like it has to be
first.
the kobolds eating first because they sound like the inferior race, so the humans will be mad. So make that
seems like
eat
a
the rabbit
judgment.
first.
Listen, she
Racist.
reads books.
Hmm.
Wow.
Does everyone agree with this
inferior
plan?
race.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
I'm
Sounds Ubermenschy to me.
Not very ubermenschy?
No, it sounds super Ubermenschy.
Gonna introduce you to the
Okay.
Kobold Liberation Front.
Maybe they want one of your pamphlets.
If anybody needs his pamphlets, it's the kobolds.
Listen, if I've learned anything in the alleys of Waterdeep, it's to keep asking the question until you hear the one you want. So, Mr. Monk, do you like this plan?
I love this plan.
Let's do this plan then. Sibo, get up there.
Alright. Sibo,
All right.
kobold eating
Well-
rabbit first. Check.
So, you guys come with me? I'm going alone. Gonna just give this a shot, and then
What's
you guys hear my
I'll
screams
show
of
you where to
success
go.
or death.
Just be
Okay.
quiet, though.
What's the plan
Alright.
of execution here, though?
Yeah.
Like,
So once they start brawling,
what are we gonna
do we
Well,
just watch?
how are we even gonna do this?
If they
How are
start
we gonna
brawling.
get them to
I
start?
say we all creep up, and Sibo casts his illusion. We let them fight it out, and whoever's left standing, we can
Mop
jump
it
in.
up.
We can send Bashir in there, and he can get his jollies.
Or
Some
shouldn't we
fun
like
new
keep one
attack,
alive
though.
to try to like interrogate him, find out info?
Well, can Laya like use her mage hand to pick up at one of the swords and like swing it in the case that like they don't actually get that upset and they don't actually swing first, just to you
Have
know.
a backup plan?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a fine backup plan. I will stand behind all of you while that happens.
I just want to make sure you can indeed do that. Mage hand can pick up something that far away and.
If
So
depends
we
on
might
how
need to
far
team
away.
up.
30
I have
feet.
to
You
with
use
him
mage hand
30
while I
feet.
use the illusion.
So if I'm 30 feet from them, how close did you get, Ace?
Oh, I would say 20 feet.
29
Two of
feet.
me.
29 feet. tops.
What is a? Oh God, I
getting
guess
pushed
got
back.
erased.
I
There you
thought
go.
that was right
Thanks.
here.
So what's the square? This is
Right
a
here.
5-foot square, right? 5.
Yep.
Yep. So okay. I guess we could give it a shot. I'm gonna cast a minor illusion.
I'd like a little more confidence.
So, in order to do that, you need to be able to see it. So, you can make your way towards
The lip.
Yeah, the lip up over here.
Are we
As
not
you
elevated?
do, you are elevated. You're probably about 15, 20 feet over
Okay.
them at the rise. They're actually at the base of the gully over here.
Okay, so there's like
Um,
a drop.
Yes.
That was more of a hill.
As you make your way up, can you give me an insight check?
I can't. Nine.
Cool. Um,
Wow. Thank God I had such a boost to my insight.
Do you have any
do you have any
inspiration?
Yeah,
I do.
up to you if you
I'll-
want to use it, but I would suggest.
I don't know. A 9's not bad for insight. Fuck it. I'll use my inspiration. I think I have a couple.
Less than
inspiration.
half is never good.
Yeah. Inspiration it is.
That's pretty good.
9 is good for insight.
That's pretty good.
Do
Out
you
of a
want
total of 20 or more.
Do you want to roll an insight check on if that's true or not?
Exactly.
Okay, 13.
So you being someone who is out in nature a lot, knows about setting up a camp, and you know that while some people think that it's best to be near the base of a cliff to offer protection against the wind, which is true, in the case of being in a ravine like this, it is not the most secure location, especially when you can see that there are large rocks at the top of it.
Perhaps we should, well,
Throw
hey,
some
get
boulders
over
down?
here. Let's take a look at these rocks over here. What are you thinking about these?
I suppose
They look like they could smoosh.
I like look around and I'm like, I guess I'll go up there. Is he talking to us?
Because aren't we both up there? Oh, I thought I snuck up to the hill already. I'm misunderstanding.
I don't think I
You-
can move myself right now.
You
Yeah.
guys should be able to. I think that's why
Come on.
I switched you out. Did I not do that right?
I
Nope,
can't, no.
didn't do it right. All right.
So I'm trying to wave you up
Well-
like, hey,
There you go.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah. What?
okay.
There you go, Duffy.
Hey, look at these rocks. Look at how these ones are positioned above
Yeah.
the sky right here. Looks like above this human, like ping.
Yeah, sure.
How about
Yeah.
this? I cast an illusion of a kobold pushing. We'll push these rocks. I'll have you do it, but I'll cast an illusion that a kobold's doing it.
How would that help us?
We're trying to get them to get pissed.
Yeah.
So if they think that a kobold's smushing dude, they're gonna
But it's just an illusion of someone pushing a rock. It's not.
no, because the
actually
rocks are right
pushing a rock.
there. You push it. You push it. I cast the illusion. It's not you. It's a
I'm not sure I
kobold.
follow.
Wait, literally or in game?
You
I can't
Push
tell
the
if you're
rocks.
playing
You
a
push
character
rock.
or-
He casts
Yeah.
illusion to make it look like it's Kobold pushing rock.
okay?
Yeah,
Right.
no, I get that. Yeah.
Eh?
Okay. What was wrong with
yes.
the rabbit idea?
Rabbit, that's cool and all, but rocks.
And it's gonna kill someone.
And
All
they're
right.
gonna think that it killed someone because, yeah.
All right.
right.
Let's be real here. I'm not the strongest of our adventuring party, so perhaps we should
Run and get
Lummox up here,
Bashir.
Bashir, and he can do that.
He also looks like a
I
lizard.
heard
so-
that.
Yeah, I sneak back to the rest of the party, and I'm like,
Can you give me a stealth check?
God damn it.
No.
it's gonna be hard for Bashir.
Everyone's a
Box, boxed.
15.
Cool.
Okay.
I get back. I'm like, hey, I can't talk sense into him. He wants to do something completely different. He wants to push some rocks over and hope it crushes some people.
Okay, how big are the rocks?
Well, big enough. Like,
Okay, would it
I could do it. I could do it
cave in
also.
a skull?
I could do it, but ever since the fight, my tail has been hurting Sort of
Yeah,
sore.
I know you've
the
got
whole
that. I
area.
know you've got that continuing injury with your tail. That's I
Tail
understand.
end, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I think
really
you should-
sciatica's a bitch. I get it.
He's gonna cast an illusion, make you look like one of the kobolds.
Okay. Am I gonna be able to get up there safely? Am I gonna sneak? I got to sneak. Is that what's going on here?
You got a snake. Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, my armor's pretty noisy, so I guess I will take my
Take it
armor
off.
off.
I like the rabbit idea. The rabbit idea plays.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they gotta
crushing
get that
skulls
mad,
with a
though.
rock
Yeah.
also plays.
And like kills somebody. So like
How about
winning.
this? How about this? Last idea. I'll tell him that you're gonna run up here. No stealth at all. You're gonna run as fast as you can. You're gonna hit those rocks. You're gonna push him over. But he's gotta cast that illusion on you before you get there.
Oh, I like it. That makes
like
sense. Then I don't have to be
Okay.
sneaky. Yeah.
Don't have to be sneaky at all.
Oh God.
I need to sneak back.
Oh god, this is worse.
He's
Do I
gonna
need to
roll a
self-check
shit
that?
roll at some point.
I know.
Yeah, you gotta sneak back.
18.
You're good.
God.
God.
All right, Skibo.
Are-
Ready your illusion.
Okay.
Bashir's gonna sprint through these woods, and he's going to hit that rock as hard as he can, knock it over. But you need to cast that illusion before he gets there.
Okay. Or cast it
Alright.
as he hits it.
You're asking too many questions.
We want them to be like, look at God crushed, then look up Kobold.
Yeah, that should be sufficient. Yes, is that easier for you?
Yes. I like
Okay.
it.
All right.
So much.
No. Why didn't you just give him a thumbs up?
Shouldn't we just like have like shoot a yell or a
Thumbs
bird like
up.
woo, and then he'll run?
Like
I
a thumbs
didn't
up?
tell him that.
Yeah, but he didn't tell me that.
Damn it, Jim! Why didn't you tell him that?
It's a nat 1.
No!
Any inspiration? You have any?
I do. I have.
Oh my
inspiration. I will
God.
cast
Oh,
it.
thank
Can you instant
God.
inspiration a natural one?
I have.
Yeah, you
That
can use
one
an inspiration on a natural one. That's
Oh,
fine. As
yeah,
long as
yeah,
I
I
didn't
guess-
say whether it's successful or not.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot if it's a nat 1. It usually
Oh my
is.
God.
Oh, that sucks.
You can. You can go ahead and use
Okay,
as long as I haven't told you the outcome of what you did, you can use an inspiration die whenever. You can use it on a nat 20 if you want. I don't care.
Okay, it's 13.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
Burning through our luck.
Probably very close to not being good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got to sneak back there still.
No, that's
No,
not
he
it.
doesn't.
Suck that.
I just
No,
have to
it's-
sprint there now.
You're good to go.
Okay,
He's
so
gonna
can
hit
I?
the illusion
I'm gonna ready
All right.
myself.
after you hit the rocks. Do you know where he is?
No, but I assume we can get close enough that I can at least see it from like
Oh God, I can
60
see
or
missing
so
a rock.
feet.
And just,
One might say. Does that
Yeah,
sound?
just like sort of head in the
fair,
direction where I am.
Yeah,
Look,
you
he's been
can
gone
get
for
there to see within
3
60
weeks
feet.
now.
Okay.
He's gonna be impatient.
All right,
He's
so
got
I-
all the rock by himself.
All right, let's go, guys, and then everybody, let's all get to a vantage point, and then we can all attack if we need to.
Got it.
So we get there, I guess.
Yeah.
So this is what you see. I don't know if there's a place that the rest of you want to set up or not, but
I'm still behind.
I just figured we're like over here, right?
yeah.
Oh.
Well, I just haven't moved you guys to the layer yet.
Oh, I can move mine.
So small.
I went through in the downtime and updated everyone's.
Oh, okay, cool. So I
Downtime,
drop down
I
into
say.
a 3-point stance and just look at Ace.
I'm like. With the serious face.
And with the thumbs up,
Is that the
I just
sign?
start
No.
sprinting as fast as I can. 260 pounds, moving as fast as possible.
uphill.
I'm gonna
Dum,
try to
dum,
get
dum,
to the
dum,
edge
dum,
of a ravine and have my crossbow ready, trained on the kobolds, I guess.
Sure. Go ahead, make a Strength check at an advantage.
Are you drumming? Who's drumming?
Yeah, can you hear?
Oh yeah.
Is Isaac drumming? Is
I know,
Isaac
that's why I was
drumming?
Like, I'm gonna assume here.
Mhm. Make a strength check at an advantage.
Who?
Me?
Alec, yeah, the
Oh,
one
I'm
who's
sorry.
running at the boulders.
I was like, man, he's sneaking to a ledge. Use your strength.
21.
Yep. You crash
I'm strong
into
boy.
strong boy
Strong.
crash into boulders, knocking them down onto the heads of at least this guy, maybe the other guy that's there, just the one guy. And
And I cast. Well, as
Cast
this is
the
happening,
illusion.
casting illusion.
Oh, the
Oh.
illusion.
Ah.
Oh,
oh wait,
That
what
I drop to
illusion?
the ground as he casts that illusion, but also I yell, "Buffalo!"
natural 1 for the illusion spell. Do I need to roll to cast that?
Can you pull up the spell yourself
Yeah.
and
This
read
is
it to
not
me?
It's
good.
minor
All
illusion.
of that for a 1.
I think minor
We
illusion is
deserved it after
automatic.
Ah.
Yeah, I
I don't
think minor illusion's
I don't
automatic.
think you have to- I
Oh,
don't
it
think
is.
you
It
have to roll
is. It's
for
at will. I don't need to roll.
Thank
I don't-
God.
Cool. Thank God. I was like, oh.
All this for not one.
It's just the mirror image of Bashir.
It's just me at the top, like
I'm just like down on the ground looking up at myself, like,
it's
oh,
just that you just flipping the birds at them.
Ooh.
All right, so minor illusion. Create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration. Doesn't say what the duration is, just the duration.
A
The
minute.
illusion also
Price
ends
is
if you
the
dismiss
top,
it
yeah.
as an action or cast this as a spell again. So
Yep.
for an image, if I
minute.
create an image of an object, such as a muddy footman,
Kobold.
small chest, kobold, or like it can be no larger than a 5-foot cube, so a kobold would fit in that. It cannot create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. And physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion because things can pass through it.
oh, I definitely just start yelling, "Fuck you, you cucks!" in Dragon,
Oh God!
pretending to be the kobold.
And then
Suck
there's
it,
a fi-
cocks!
the final part here is if a creature uses its action to examine the sound or image, the creature can determine that it is an illusion with a successful intelligent investigation check against my spell save DC. And if it discerns that it's an illusion for what it is, the illusion becomes faint to the creature.
Huh.
But I don't know if they have to be like up against it to do that. Like, oh, what is this?
No,
thing?
just examining it.
yeah, like, oh, is that a
Ooh.
kobold up there?
Cool. What is your what did you say? Wisdom save?
It said spell save DC Delta Charlie.
Yep. That is the difficult challenge of a creature saving against your spell's strength. So you yourself as a spellcaster on your spells page has a I think it's spell save.
You'll see hit -DC on your sheet
Yeah.
there by the
It's
spell.
save DC on the.
That's what it is.
On
It
the,
says hit /DC blank.
but
No,
on your
on your
spell
spells. Yeah. There's a +3 modifier, +5 spell
Ah.
attack, and a 13 save DC.
There it
That
is,
means that in order for an enemy to not be affected by your spell, they need to roll higher than a 13.
yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
But for this round right here, they kind of frozen in place, staring up, and then they scamper back for their swords over here. At the same time, the kobolds also move to get their stuff as well. And one of them over here starts like yelling at the image that you created.
What's he yelling?
He is speaking in his language, which I think you can understand. 'Cause I
It's
think
Dragon. Yeah, I can understand it.
yeah. He's like, If you were trying to kill them, then you should have held us help. We would have done it with you.
I yell.
In the voice, in the
Sorry?
In Dragon, I yell back. What's the term I'm looking for? What the fuck's the term for like the group bargaining rights for unions?
Parlay.
collective bargaining.
Collective bargaining. I just yell back like, collective bargaining for the kobolds. This world will be ruled by dragons.
Hell,
We must unite and kill the humans. Come.
he can't even understand, but he has tears coming to his eyes, and he doesn't even know. He doesn't know why.
In numbers, we are strong.
You're right, brother. Absolutely, the kobolds and dragons will rise up over the puny humans. Let us taste glory today. And they make a couple attacks at the humans over here with their slings.
Yeah, so now you got to do a whole bunch of combat.
We're gonna be up here with popcorn.
A couple of the pellets hit on the other guys over there, but it doesn't seem to hurt. And now the humans are coming back, charging in with their swords. Two of them are coming down this way, and one of them is like breaking up towards the ridgeline over here to take care of the one up there.
Oh fuck.
Well, let's take care of that guy real quick. Say
And let's
roll
do
our-
some initiative to do it.
Like, that's next. Initiative.
Yep.
Initiative.
Oh.
Oh.
Everyone. Oh. All right. I'll just.
mine was
update
pretty
it.
good.
I used all my initiative on the spell.
There it is.
Oh. Yeah.
Isaac's pretty good too. How's Isaac gonna fall down this time?
You just watch. He'll do it.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
Do. Sorry, guys. It's a
All good.
process.
Unacceptable.
Say.
Really happy we're level 2 now.
Yee.
I'm happy you guys are level 2 as well. Cool. That's everyone. First up is Roland,
Hell yeah. Okay.
followed by
I'm
Aquamenos.
going to run up to the cliffside. And I'm going to jump down with my quarterstaff.
What do you?
Are you going? No. What are you doing?
I'm getting up behind these guys.
No.
Yep.
What the fuck? No.
They're fighting amongst themselves.
Yeah.
That
What
was
are you
their
doing?
point.
Gotta play the character as the character is, boys.
Yeah, he's already made this terrible decision. So
He's
What
been
happened?
done in combat
What
every
Can I
single
like
time.
send my mage
happened?
hand out to
Oh.
grab him back and like collar him onto the cliff?
I'll shoot him in the knee.
Roland decided
you
to just
can't.
yeet himself off the cliff and attack the kobolds.
Oh fuck! No, maybe we can maybe play it off that we are like the human saviors and get information from them. How about that?
I can use my step of the wind using one of my key points to jump right back up the cliff after, can I? My jump
This
is
seems like an
doubled.
investment.
I mean, yeah, you could if you wanted to.
Sit up here. Was that your plan, guys? To just sit up here and watch them attack each other?
Yeah.
That was the end
that
game.
was the plan that was discussed.
Listen,
So we
Danny,
wouldn't
your
have to like
boring.
die.
Fine.
Yes.
It's
I'll-
not
I'm gonna wait.
particularly boring, actually. It's kind of hilarious.
Okay, I guess we're just gonna wait. Just gonna
No,
wait.
you've already.
No, you jumped down.
Yeah, you
jumped down,
committed.
dude.
You jumped down
You're,
there.
you're in.
Yeah.
We're
You're committed.
You're hanging out with the phone.
yeah.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no take backsies. That's no fun.
No,
Yeah.
it's happening.
You said I'm
Someone else
going
saying,
in. Okay, go on in. Fuck some shit up.
Damn it.
As I
thought-
said, gotta play the character as the character
like it.
is.
Just
thought you
throwing
were
that
like running to the
wrench
other
in
cliff to
there.
like jump on that one human by themselves. Like, cool, he's gonna kill that one. No,
Nope.
He's gonna get himself killed.
He's
It's
gonna
the
go.
with the
he's
kobold.
literally doing the complete opposite. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, I got a
Brendan, I'm not in the
16.
turn order, by the way.
No?
Nah.
Oh, wrong bash here. My bad.
Oh, man.
Oh, they all look the same.
This one does. There you go.
Thank you.
Ta-da. Did that work?
It's perfect.
16 hits. Go ahead.
So I can roll a d8 since I'm using my staff. And I got a. Where's my bonus? With the staff. Is plus 4 still, so I got a 6 damage.
You come down, landing like a super awesome monk, and like with the force of you landing, you did like a fulcrum with your quarterstaff and bring it right up and knock the kobold under the chin, and it like breaks his. You can hear the cartilage cracking as it breaks his neck, and he dies.
Okay. And then I use my Step of the Wind to jump back up the cliff to safety.
Cool.
And we're Gucci. And now they are hella confused.
Good. Now they can come up the other side of the fucking hill.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, I want to see how this plays out.
Okay. Cool.
Well, strategy con.
Let's see. Where are we now? That brings us to Akamenos. Go ahead, Ace.
Yep. I would like to move 5, 10, 15, 20, and then
You did it.
I'd like to move here and watch. That's my turn.
I just like to watch.
I want to ready, like I'll ready my dagger. So if someone walks past me, I will wound them, but not kill them.
Lay an ambush. Okay, cool.
Yeah, lay ambush.
Well, give me a stealth check.
Me?
Yep.
Where's my d20? All right, here's. That's a nat 20.
Cool. This gentleman comes running past you and does not see you.
The stealthiest check.
That's true. But
So you can.
is he close enough to strike?
Yeah. So over here, the ridge levels out, so it comes more close to the
Alright.
same. Like the ridge comes back down, and he's coming up. So you can make an attack at an advantage.
Okay. Can I wanted to specifically describe my attack.
Okay.
I want to wound him like in Kill Bill Volume 1 to the rapist nurse where he like
Oh.
gets his Achilles.
Yep.
Ah,
Ugh.
Well, let's see if you do that.
19.
Yeah, 19 hits.
Nice.
I didn't see Kill Bill, so do you want to? He just like cuts his Achilles tendon.
You
Yeah.
ever seen Kill Bill?
Uma Thurman waits behind a door for
Mhm.
this nurse who's been paying or accepting money for people to rape her, and
She's been in a coma for like 4 years.
been in a coma for 4 years. And as he walks to the door, she like cuts his Achilles tendon, and then
Mhm. He just
murders the
topples
fuck out of him. Yeah.
with
Legendary.
his head in the door frame.
That's right. But
Fucking brutal.
The beginning of that murder is the
Achilles tendon cut. Yeah. Well, a 19 is probably good enough to do that.
okay. Do I need to roll damage because I'm not trying to kill him?
Sure do. You can call it sublethal damage
Thank God. All right.
or non-lethal damage.
Yeah. It is. Shit. Where is it? Here it is. Ugh. I don't know why it says +4 is 5 now.
Cool. 5 points of damage. You are able to cripple him as he falls over, screaming.
Sick. Cool. Yeah. I think actually I can use my level 2 cunning action, and I would like to hide. It's my final.
Okay. There's enough space up over there that you can hide.
Okay. Like
Get it? You're hiding.
here.
Yeah. Honestly, it's like one of those like you just because he's still down a little bit from you. You're able to like crouch into some high grasses and be out of his visual range.
Cool.
Guess what? Leah, you're up.
I see him.
I was
Right.
next.
Oh, you're next.
Were you?
I thought
Oh yeah, you're 18. You're next.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have you here in the turn order.
You don't even have Pal.
mm,
Wow.
mm, 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 mm.
That's on me.
Not chill.
You're not dead.
Not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
I didn't want to say yet. It felt a little morbid.
I mean, we're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die. We're all dying each day.
A little more.
Not true. I'm living each day. What?
What?
I'm not. I'm mostly dying each day.
What?
Well, Pel's just gonna sit comfy. Except he is like muttering to Roland, who bounced back right next to him. He's just like, "Did you eavesdrop on every conversation I've ever had with anyone else this whole time that I've known you, and you don't listen to this one, this plan, this very important part? What do you have to say for yourself?" And I'm still training my crossbow on everybody.
At least I'm not prone. I made it back alive this time.
Yeah, and that's a little vicious mockery on him, actually.
You need to make a wisdom saving throw, I think.
I think it's charisma, or no, wisdom. You're right.
Yeah. So Isaac, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. And what is the DC? 14? 15?
That would be his information. Oh, I got a 16.
Cool.
You survived my bobs this time.
Yeah, survived your
lesson to
onslaught.
You're like, those words. They don't feel good, but they don't hurt.
Sticks and stones, bitch. Watch me do it again.
That's my
Now
turn.
it's Leah's turn.
Good. Can I see said human coming at us?
This one over here?
So like,
No, you
Achilles-
cannot.
I cannot see him.
Yeah, because they have dropped down into the ground, having had their Achilles sliced. You could have like just seen like the beginning of their head, because the crest goes up in kind of like a round thing. So you're on the south side of it, so like there's still a little bit of a lip, not a lot, but there's like a little bit. And then up over here, you can't see him from where you are.
So if I like move up here, can I see him?
Yep, you can see him now.
Okay. So I don't really want to use a whole spell. So I'll Eldritch Blast him since is he prone on the ground?
Sure is.
Oh, good. So I can like aim it right at the top of his head.
Yeah, you have an advantage at this point because he has been crippled.
Oh, good. Okay. So 17.
17 hits.
That's a D10. I gotta find my 10. Hold on. No, not that one. Okay. 5.
Yep, you aim it right at his head, and it is vaporized.
I want it like
So-
through the body, like then it exploded body parts.
Nice.
You're muted, Pierce.
I want like a hand to maybe hit Ace.
I'm very far away.
Hold on a sec. You're like right next to it. The hand unfortunately goes whizzing right past his face.
Oh, damn.
But there is a viscera trail of it, kind of doing like a cartwheel,
Okay.
like splattering blood everywhere onto him. So
I suspect nothing because Leah would never do that to me.
no, of course not.
Mm-hmm.
Bashir.
So I kind of turn and I go, "Isn't that the guy we were trying to capture for information?"
Maybe.
Well, shit. Those humans are going to die to the kobolds. So I leap off the cliff to try to kill as many kobolds as I can to save one of the humans. What else are we going to fucking do at this
Spectacular.
point? We need one of these
Go ahead.
guys, right?
I guess.
This is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give me an acrobatics check or an athletic. Acrobatics or athletics, whichever one you want.
Oh, it's athletics for sure. I'm an athletic boy. That's 20.
This athlete just does like a running jump off of this like 15, 20 foot cliff and just lands right here next to a bunch of these kobolds who are pretty sure they don't know what's going on today.
This is the actual worst laid plan. Like, we like almost captured one of the guys. Emily
We
blasts
had
a fucking
My bad.
hole
So
through
close.
him. All right.
Isaac ignored
I
the
don't think
entirety of the
Isaac
plan and just dove
Didn't
in.
even know what we were doing. All
I
right.
didn't
He's
think
like,
we really
"What?"
made the plan to
Great plan.
capture one.
Like killing time.
Because we were
Um,
going to let them all kill each other. So, like, we didn't make the plan to capture one.
I thought that's why Pierce was rolling non-lethal damage and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
why he was doing that?
I can't.
Yeah,
tell you.
I didn't hear
I'm
that
too far
part.
away.
I did not
So,
know that either.
I can't
But
tell you that. I'm too far away.
Well, yeah, but we should
Um,
have made that plan to begin
he's
with.
just like, no. Oh.
Anyway, here you are now surrounded, well, not surrounded, but like, you know, with a couple kobolds around you. So have at ye.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide
plan.
what the plan is now that I've yeeted myself off this cliff. I'm going to just attack the first one in front of me as I specifically as I jump off the cliff. I'm coming with my glaive to just try to like completely annihilate this kobold. So
Sure.
I got the 20 on acrobatics, or the other thing. I just rolled a 20 after proficiency for my hit, which I'm
Hits.
going to assume hits because we have fought a lot of kobolds.
And they're just going to keep on being fodder over here.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. And that's 6 damage.
Yep, you are able to come down, and the force of you driving the glaive like through his face, just kind of coming down, it actually like knocks him back as you come down on a curve like that. Comes through the back of like his neck and like implants into the ground, and he's just kind of like frozen, impaled onto the glaive, fucking dead.
Neat.
There's one down.
All right.
That's your turn.
That is my turn.
Question. Sibo.
All right. I'm still taking in what the hell is going on. And it's like, fuck.
A lot has happened.
Yeah. So I'm going to just move 5, 10, and not plan on using a magic, but I'm going to try and protect Bashir here by casting a acid-based chromatic orb at this dude right here.
Sure thing.
Is Bashir still the illusion, or has that passed?
That's
The illusion is it? It's a concentration spell, I believe, right?
yeah. Hold on, it should be just like gone by now. I think
It hasn't been a
It
minute.
lasts a minute. Yeah,
Oh,
which
okay.
is 10
Yeah.
turns,
So-
right?
I can just dismiss. Oh, I have to dismiss it as an action. Okay, I'm just gonna let it be then. So that kobold's just like chilling.
Not moving. Just
Yeah,
the
he's
image
just
of a kobold
chilling.
standing stoic.
Just like
Maybe another human will try to come up and kill it. We can capture them.
all right. Gonna roll to hit here. 18.
18 hits.
All right. $14 damage.
Oh fuck.
Whoa.
Yeah, so the orb like lands squarely on the kobold's chest and like immediately starts corroding the armor. It's smoking and smoldering and burning. It's like it seeps into his lungs and in his heart, and he dies an agonizing, painful death as this acid chews him up.
I like. Gotta use. All right.
Human time. They both are like, the fuck is in the air, and move down here to attack the stranger
Attack of
attacking the kobolds.
opportunity!
Yep, you get one.
Fuck yeah, it's the first time I finally get to do it.
Mhm.
I think I can only do it on this one because it's when they enter my reach, and my reach is 10 feet, so.
Yep.
So it's just a normal attack, though, essentially, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
It does use. It's a reaction, your attack of opportunity. So had you had used your bonus action, you wouldn't have been able to have done
Okay,
that.
good to know. Thank you.
Mhm.
So that's a 15, and then
15 hits.
a 9 damage.
Yeah, he comes charging into you and thinking that like you're like planted in the ground, but like quick as lightning, you whip the glaive up and like right out from the kobold who drops and come around for a slice and chop his head off.
Fuck that guy.
Rip, bro.
I
I've
like
been
how your
wanting
original
an
plan
attack of
was,
opportunity for so long.
I know you have.
And I like how your original plan was to kill as many kobolds as you could.
Things
The
are
bloodlust is
looking-
going
And
now,
kill the
dude.
human.
The bloodlust
Yeah, I feel
is
like-
going now.
The plans are evolving or deteriorating quickly.
Yeah.
And then this guy is going to try to make an attack against you with his short sword.
I have an AC of 18.
Does not hit. Do you have your shield at the moment?
I do not have a shield.
You didn't get a shield when we were in the.
Of 18.
Nope. So I have splint mail, and then I got the class feat for defense or whatever, which just adds 1 AC.
That's what it is. Yep.
I just want to be a thick
wondering-
boy.
You are a thick boy. Yeah, he thinks he's gonna connect with you, but you are, as aforementioned, thick boy. It was a good hit. Like he was coming in, and like he, and it just kind of stops. He's kind of taken aback by it.
I just
So that's
laugh
that.
at him. Loser.
He feels like a loser as these
It's just
5 kobolds over here all take their slings and attack at you in unison. So 18 is what I'm looking for. So
Brendan's like, I gotta break this 18.
it'll happen eventually.
It's going to happen for sure.
And when it does, you're not going to be happy about it.
I'm not gonna be a thick boy no mo.
It'd still be a thick boy, but let's see. Cool. 1 hits. Miss. 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 And hits. So 2 hits. And take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
I have a lot of health now.
And that brings us to top of the round. Roland, your move.
Are the other kobolds attack, or were you just rolling? Is that with all those individual
All those
rolls were?
kobolds just started pelting me
Okay.
with stones.
Mm-hmm.
Should I go after the human and try and incapacitate him, or jump down and help Alec? I think I'm going to help Alec.
That is your call.
Okay. I'm gonna
I don't think
do
we're.
something.
I can't talk to you at this
Similar?
moment.
Do I need to roll an acrobatics then, Brendan?
Yep, you do.
Definitely acrobatics. I got a 22.
You were very graceful as you leaped down. It was a very Avatar style leap.
LPLs.
Nice.
All right. So I'm going to do a nice flurry of blows on this guy. Not using, that's actually one of my moves. Now that I think about it, it's not what I want to use. But with my 3-part staff here, and I rolled an 18.
Hits.
Okay. And it does 5 damage.
Yep. You take your 3-part staff, and you just like it looks like you're kind of doing some awesome trance dance thing, and like every time you hit on the beat, the third part of it like whips down and like cracks on some part of the kobold faster than anyone besides you can really see, and he
I'm
just
here for
kind of
this.
like topples over dead.
So I can use my flurry of blows to do 2 more unarmed strikes if I wanted to right now. Can I use those on 2 separate targets?
You are not really within 5 feet of another target.
Okay. Why can I not move again?
Yeah, you could. That's just all I wanted to let you know.
Okay. Then
Cool.
I'm going to do that now that I'm within range, correct?
Hmm?
Okay. Using my other key point, and then I'll roll for the first hit. I got a 17.
17 hits.
That does 11 damage for that one.
Yeah, quick as the wind. After doing this thing, you charge in and like palm right to the chest and cave it in. He's dead.
Okay, and then 3's a charm. Going for the turkey. Uh-oh. Guys, I got a nat 1.
Oh shit!
Here he is.
And that's the
And you're
moment we
gonna-
know.
So you go for the high kick, but this guy sees it and like ducks underneath and does one of these things and flips you up, and you fall over onto your back.
Wow, surprising. Roland's on his back.
Shock.
Shocking!
Akamenos, you're up.
Yeah. Prone is your face down. Just so
I
you know.
sigh at this corpse.
Backwards prone.
That's supine.
Supine. You are now supine.
I sigh at this corpse in front of me, and I step over him. 5,
There's not really a corpse in front of you.
10.
There are
Okay.
bits of
30.
viscera and entrail.
And I move myself here, and I sit down, and I take out one of my plums,
Oh, for the love of God.
and I
Sure.
take a bite of my plum. It's
Is it-
juicy. It's dripping down.
Oh yeah, it's a
Wow.
perfectly ripe plum.
Feels so good. and I just watch you idiots up there fighting with all of them. That's the end of my turn.
Cool.
I could eat a plum
Pal.
for
I
hours.
yield my turn.
All right. Seeing Roland like doing his best, what appears to be his best, and just biffing it at the end. I shake my head, and this poor bastard, he just cannot catch a break. And I pull the trigger on my crossbow and try to hit the kobold that he tried to do his final move on.
Sure.
That is a 17.
17 hits.
This is the first time using the old crossbow. What do I do? It's 1d8. That's a mere 4 damage.
It is a solid bolt that hits him right in the shoulder. Your first time using it, and it like flings him back a little bit, but he's still standing.
Rats. You're welcome, Roland.
Leah.
Okay. Moving up
Despite
here.
the vitrioli earlier. Okay.
5, 10, 15. Okay. Do I want to kill somebody or just... Let's try to go for some non-lethal damage of the human. Try to take him down. I'm not
I
gonna kill
don't think you
somebody
can
this
do
time.
non-lethal with a spell.
Nope.
I'm using a crossbow. Thank you.
Yep.
Let's see if you
Break
fuck
it.
this one up too.
You know what, assholes? 21.
Hits.
And then a D8. I haven't used a D8 yet. Okay. 9. So I was thinking like a arrow to the shoulder, but the right side, so he doesn't like hit the heart or anything, but just like takes him down.
Sure. Yeah. You shoot him from the little bit of an angle upwards, and so the force of it coming into the right shoulder breaks his right rib cage and pins him to the ground. Still breathing, but it's ragged breath. Does not look conscious.
That'll do.
He's dead.
He's not dead. He's still breathing. I said
Ashton, you're up.
damage. Non-lethal damage, I said.
And then
Still
did
breathing.
exactly
As
his
he
health
whispers
in
to the
one
crossbow
shot.
bolt.
I didn't. I said shoulder. Shoulder.
Yep, and you did 9 points of non-lethal damage with a crossbow to a guy with 9 HP. I'm doing the best I can over here, Em.
I yell back up to her. We're supposed to keep one of them alive.
I didn't know I was gonna do that much damage.
Dash.
You reckon with whether or not it's a
Some of us
spell
can just
or a
like use our
crossbow.
hands, you know. You don't have to shoot everything.
She has to shoot everything. At least she didn't.
Oh.
We give her a gun. Oh God.
Oops. So, why is this thing not showing up on my... Okay. So I turn to the kobold in front of me with kind of a big old grin on my face, and I go, oh, this is going to be fun. I drop my glaive and pull out my maul and walk up to him and just go to, like, literally home run his face.
Yep.
Yep.
And I roll a fucking 8.
You go to home run his face, and you do one of these batter up, and you like look out for it, and like you look down and you just see like the kobold just like dropped underneath it, and it's just like looking up at you.
Ah, sneaky fucker.
Anything
That's
else?
it.
Oh, Sibo.
Yeah.
Your turn.
All right. So
The most caustic character that we have on our team.
let's see here. So that changes my thoughts on things. I'm still elevated, right above. Like I can see over.
Oh, you're so
Cheater.
high, bro.
I'm high as fuck. Well, this guy here, I'm just gonna.
So fucking high, bro.
I'm just like high AF. Excuse me. Going to use my sling. 30 feet. Yeah, I can reach him. And just sling him. Sling him.
Which guy? I'm sorry.
This one right here. Bing.
Okay, cool. Yep. Saw you.
Yeah.
Sling it up.
Oh, you bitch cat. It's a natural one.
Oh.
Oh.
It was about to land on something. She just like thunk. It landed on my
Yep. So as you're going to sling your rock, you actually let go of the sling and you throw the whole thing down there.
I'm just glad I didn't accidentally
It just
peg
kind
this
of-
guy in the face or something.
Oh shit! So you threw your sling to about like right here.
Where at?
Right here.
Okay, cool. Got an arm.
Here, I'll there you go. That's your little sling.
That's your-
The human's turn. Do a roll for him. Oh, he did not die.
Might come
top
out of this
round,
yet.
Roland, you are supine.
Well, I got a lot of speed with my level 2, so that's not really going to do a whole lot. So I just get up, basically, and I'm going to attack this guy once more with feeling.
Real feeling.
Do a little 360 maneuver, so I can do a fancy, sweep
Like
the
a-
legs kind of thing.
Oh, I thought you could go for a roundhouse kick.
No,
Okay, sweep the leg.
got a 19.
19 hits.
I got to sweep the legs.
You don't even need to roll damage. He had 1 HP.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep, he dead.
Rip
You
right.
sweep the legs, and he falls over
Legs.
dead.
Okay, and then I see that this guy over here is cleverly avoided Bashir's maneuver. Not hard to do with a hammer that big, but we'll swing again. 14.
14 hits.
Oh yeah, I'm just on a roll. I got the bloodlust.
Seeing red.
Murder monk.
Murder hobo incarnate.
And that is 10 damage.
Yep. You come up from behind him, and you plant your foot so far up his butt that it actually does internal damage, and
God.
ruptures his internal organs.
I felt that with my big toe.
Mhm.
Oh god.
Right there.
You're welcome, Bashir. Slap this ass.
And then this guy is like, fuck this, and starts like running up over this way. And then
you,
getting-
Pierce.
Getting next to Pierce incurs an attack of opportunity if you'd like. You're also muted. No, you're not.
I'm not. No, I'm not
Cool.
attacking.
Cool. He runs past you.
Still
out
with the
in-
plum in your mouth, just chewing away.
I got the plum. I watch him
Ace,
pass.
he's gonna warn them about us.
They're dumb creatures. That's not what we need. And I'm like, and I like throw the pit into the fire.
Sure.
Like like really sizing it up, like really like.
Can I like chuck a javelin at this guy?
Make a ranged attack. Unfortunately, no, you can't chuck a javelin at the guy that was running away because it was
Okay.
his turn.
It's a wait.
Alright.
A range attack is different than just rolling a d20, right?
It's
No,
rolling
still-
a d20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
just
that's-
use your dexterity.
Yeah.
Nat 20. Plus my
Yeah, dude.
dexterity was like 8.
Nat 20.
So
Shit.
All right. Well, that
Um,
kobold's gone.
you line up this shot, like you can see that there's like a small hole in one of the logs that you're like, I think that this will fit. And you size it up, and it just goes directly into that hole. As it does, like sparks come shooting out of the end of it, like fire sparks. Just pretty cool.
You know it counts.
We are out of initiative at this time, and this other guy over here on the ground. Oh, it wasn't
should,
bad.
Should one of us heal him, or should Laya use her magical heal? Not magical, but her like healing thingy, her kit.
Does that get used up? Is that like charges?
It has 10 charges in it. So a healer's kit, basically it stabilizes a person, bringing them to 1 HP. And then they'll be asleep for 4 hours until they wake up.
Okay, well, we don't have time for that.
We don't have time for
That
that
kobold
shit.
is running to go warn his friends. So
I'd like to move 1, 2, whatever, right here, and take some of that rabbit. That's
Sure.
Oh, for the
It's
love of fuck.
it's been on there for a little bit longer than they had anticipated, but it's like perfectly cooked and juicy in most parts. There's just a little bit of nice char along one of the sides.
All right, I like grab the human and like, wake up, we need to talk to you, and a point of lay on hands is transferred to him through me.
Coughs up like a chunk of bone.
Possible bolt.
How did that even get in there?
Damn, you're fucked up, bro.
Forgot about my.
What are you doing with these guys? What are you doing here?
What?
Ernest.
What? Who? Oh. What am I was eating some lunch. First, I was going to. I think Mark got his head smashed with a rock. Did I get hit with a rock? Everything seems like a
lot of
dream.
stuff, man.
All of a sudden, there was a kobold up, and he looks up over there, and there's just the kobold image still standing up there. Wait a second. What? He starts freaking out. Get your hands off of me! Starts like slapping at you. Don't touch me! I don't want to be here.
I just like grapple him and hold him down.
Okay.
I'll try to stand over him and say, we're friends. We stumbled upon this happening. We saw that the other kobold dropped the rock on your friend, and we came to help.
We
Go
saved your
ahead and
life.
give a persuasion check with an advantage.
Okay. Good old persuasion. That's a 22.
Cool. He believes you.
All right, I let go.
You guys saved my life? Oh, what happened to... Oh, no.
That's
Mark,
true. We did
Mac,
do that.
Hank, what? Oh, thanks for saving my life.
We saved your life. They didn't make it. But there's a couple things here. One, why, what are you guys doing out here? Where's the cult? We know you're part of a cult. And 3, why are you part of the cult?
What? Why are you yelling at me, man? I'm just going where the work is, all right? I woke up one day, and I was like, oh, man, my tummy's hungry. It's rumbling. What can I do? And so my buddy Mark over here was like, hey, man, they got this like thing, like you can go like get fed. Just got to read some pamphlets. I was like, all right, I mean, I'll do it. And so like I went and I got fed and I read some pamphlets.
Wait, you know how to read?
Yeah.
Well, this man needs a pamphlet.
I'd like to see the pamphlet he walked in with. I'd like to inspect the quality of.
Oh no, this was years ago. I don't have that pamphlet anymore. Pamphlet was just basically talking about the glory of the Queen Dragons and how she's going to usher in a new age, and
Do you
those
really
that
believe
are
that?
going to be those that are going to be on the bottom are going to be on top. I'm going to make it to my promised land. I'm going to get my just rewards.
Okay,
You know those dragons.
listen.
They've got lots of gold and stuff, and
I
you
grab
can
him.
buy a lot of food with gold.
I grab him by the shoulders and I say, listen, Do you really think the Queen of Dragons is going to let humans be on top beyond, like, you know, maybe dragons or Dragonport? Do you really think you're going to be the guy that gets the thing? I'm trying to persuade him now to quit the cult.
Go ahead. Give a persuasion check.
21.
I mean, you're right. Like, I don't plan on like being like up there with the dragons. Like, you know, I'm just Tom over here. I'm just looking for a little bit of food, okay? But like, they said that those of us that were on the bottom, maybe we wouldn't be on like the top, but like we wouldn't be on the bottom anymore. So like,
Can I take one of these rabbits? I want to take one of these rabbits and go across and hand him one of them.
Sure.
Tom, listen, Greenest, the place you just killed a lot of people, right?
No, I didn't kill anyone. I was just there like looting and stuff, like taking stuff from these people's houses.
Listen.
Yeah.
Do you promise to turn over a new leaf?
Like
Do you
which leaf?
promise
Like that?
to not be a cult asshole? Because
Well, I don't
Greenest
think
needs
I'm
help. They need workers, and it sounds like you're just hungry.
Man, I'm really hungry.
They've got to build.
Oh,
They've got to
thanks for this rabbit.
build. You know, a fucking new windmill or something. I don't know. There's work to be done. They
I
would
told them
probably
not to
hire
build a
you.
windmill. Like they were just there's no gold in a windmill. Like everyone knows that. It's just where the people make their grain. Like they were going crazy last night.
How much money did you loot?
Like I mean like some monies.
That's
you
gold
know
that
like,
you could have had without having to, like, you know, kill people and stuff.
I didn't kill anybody. You know.
So
Like,
I'll put my hand on Bashir's shoulder and wink at him and say, the old bad guard, good guard treatment. I see. Okay, and I say, what my friend means to say is, what's your name? What do we call you?
I'm Tom.
Tom. I'm Pell.
Hi, Pell.
Now,
Do you mind if I eat while you talk to me? Because I'm really hungry.
whatever you want. You have some
He
back.
just goes to town on this rabbit.
We can get this bolt looked out afterwards. Just regain your strength. Sit down and relax. Now let me give you some facts. I don't think those kobolds or those dragons are your friends. Just look what they tried to do to you and your friends just now. You can't go back to them. They clearly wanted to kill you.
Oh man, you're so right. They really. Oh, what do I do? I don't know where to go.
Listen,
Well,
Greenest has pension plans.
What's the pension plan?
It's where they give you money.
401k.
Money. Okay. But do you think they would like be cool with me showing up? Like, what if they recognize me from last night? Like, do I just lie to them and be like, no, dude, that wasn't me? Or do I tell them honestly, like, yo, I showed up and I definitely stole some stuff, but I didn't hurt anybody. But like,
If you
I'm
can
hungry.
give us some information on our quest, I'm sure that the governor would grant you some amnesty if you said you were with us.
We'll send a note with you that you can give him, saying
Okay.
that we want.
Okay.
You know, you'll have to repent for the things you've done, but
Okay.
they'll probably, you know, not kill you, which is really
It's-
better than any other option because you're definitely gonna die in this cult.
Oh man, some truth bomb you're dropping on me right there. All right. I mean, old Tom over here is a bountiful wealth of knowledge. Like, I'll give you whatever you want.
Let's start with Leosin. Do you know the name Leosin? Does that ring a bell?
Nope, never heard of that. I don't know who that is.
I'm out of ideas. Someone else ask questions.
Okay, you guys
Start to
broke
walk
off.
up menacingly with my staff.
You guys broke off from the main group. Why did you break off, and where's the main group going?
Oh well, main group's going back to base camp. You know, to our hideout, to the southeast. But you know, we were kind of tired last night, seeing as how we were like, you know, looting and everything till like the wee hours of the morning. So we broke off over here to take a nap and set some rabbit traps. We were also kind of hungry. And so we woke up and we're eating some rabbit. You know, that's why we did what we did.
Do you know, like, what's the next town they were gonna hit?
Oh man, Greenest. That was the next town they were gonna hit.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, the one. No, that's my bad.
You got there. You got there.
Yeah.
How
I-
many
I-
people?
I don't
How
know.
many of there are you?
Oh man, like at least 12.
12
Like-
humans.
I'm gonna put that
There's
at
me,
least.
and then Mark, and then Mac, and then Mike, and then Mook, and then Mika, and then Mocha, and then Michelangelo.
Okay,
and-
Tom. Do you find it weird that you're the only one without an M name?
Well, there's also Terrence and Terry and Thomas. Oh, I think that's everyone that I met. But I'm sure there's at least like 12 other people.
Hey, did you ever meet that blue dragon guy?
Oh, Cyanrath? No.
Oh, okay.
Are there more of him? Like him?
Mo-
Like does he
uh,
have, like people that look like him besides him?
He's definitely the bluest dragon I've ever seen. You're kind of like him. You're like all like gold and copper. Are you related to Leas? To Cyanrath? Is that who you relate?
Listen, I mean, I've met him once, and you know,
He's
I
pretty
scared him
tough,
away.
right?
I scared him away. You know, he was talking a big game. He was talking a big game. I told him to get stepping, and he stepped off. You know, it's
Oh,
no
that's
big
pretty
deal.
impressive.
Now,
Definitely,
yeah,
definitely a big guy.
Yeah, that's yeah, he sure is, isn't he?
I walk up.
So you're
and
saying
I,
the camp is southeast, huh? And is that pretty well defended, or you got any secret routes in that to get into that camp there?
I mean, so it's like in like a big hole in the ground, but not like underground. Just like the ground is like it's way high up over here, surrounding it, and then it like drops down some cliffs into like some like lower ground.
Canyon?
Like a reverse butt. Yeah, like a reverse butt. And then every time we go raiding, they always leave a veteran rear guard.
So they leave a rear guard for their butt.
Reverse butt. Yeah. You know, like
okay.
a butt, like you like go up a mountain and then all of a sudden you're like, oh man, I'm going to get to the top of that mountain. And then it just like gets really flat. And you're like, this is like a letdown. It's like a big butt. It's like that, but like reverse. You know what I mean?
I walk up to him and I take out my dagger and I cut his throat.
Jesus Christ. Okay. He doesn't expect it and starts bleeding out in front of you guys.
Thank
Ace,
you.
what the fuck?
Ace, what? Can you
Why?
explain yourself?
This idiot knows nothing. We already know what the trail is. Let's just go back to the other trail. And then, I turn around and I grab the last, or there should be
Last
2 rabbits
rabbit.
left. Yeah, I take the third rabbit and take that off the thing and just bite into it. Same thing.
Easy money, Ace. Easy money.
Hey, what those
Before-
pamphlets?
I want
didn't
to
even
go
ask-
through the dude's
We
pockets
asked the
while we're all
first
looking
question.
at Ace there. I'd wish to kind of like pillage his pockets.
Can I go through the other dead humans' pockets?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys go
all
ahead.
talked down on me, and now look at you.
I just want to make sure
Yeah.
you don't
Bashir
get
is still
any-
very concerned about what just happened. He's not looting shit.
The cultists have 28 silver pieces amongst them, and their cheap weapons. The other kobolds have a sack that they were like kind of one of them was holding on to, that has a set of pewter candlesticks, a set of silver serving dishes, and 4 religious carvings of Shantea made from soapstone. They're fine quality.
I definitely want
Um,
one of them statues.
Taking 6 of the silver pieces.
Yeah, no silver for Ace, who just fucking killed our person.
That's fine.
You got the rabbit.
I have my rabbit.
Yep, it makes you sick.
Yeah.
Man.
You know, Ace, we had convinced him to turn over a new leaf. He was gonna go start a new life.
That plan was a failure from the very beginning.
Your
Nothing good
plan was a
coming of it.
failure. You just let a cobalt run back to the main group and let him know about us.
That's fine.
How is that fine?
He's taking a
Full
different path.
adventure.
He's taking a different path than what we're taking.
I hope this full belly is going to help us out in a little bit here. Okay, I've got to go to bed.
Yeah, I was
don't
gonna
wanna
say
be
it's
that guy.
10:30, boys. Great job tonight. That was a lot of fun. I'll
was fun.
still be on for a little
Everything
bit
went off
to
the
answer
rail.
questions in chat, but we are officially done. Let us resume next Tuesday at this time, unless something comes up.
Cool.
Sounds
Cool,
good.
cool. That
Cool,
was fun.
cool.
I'm gonna take 6 of those silver pieces.
Yeah, same.
Um,
Abstaining.
what's your character's alignment out of curiosity?
Mine.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's pretty fucking evil.
Yeah.
It's neutral.
Okay.
Oh,
You're neutral. I
You
You
was
got
taking
about
a lot of
2
combat.
random throat slittings left in this campaign, mister.
You'll see I've abstained from a lot of combat. I
He
killed a
has.
mortally wounded person.
What's that?
I killed a mortally wounded person, and I've abstained from a lot of combat over the campaign.
Yeah.
I mean, I did like heal his
Lay on
mortal
hands.
wounds, but yes, that's he
had one
was
health.
mortally wounded, then
1 HP.
wasn't, then very much was.
Yeah. He had 1 HP.
I love it. Sometimes you just gotta have a random throat slit to progress the plot. I'm in.
Yeah.
Very George R.R. Martin of you.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys.
All right.
See ya. Front.
Night. Yeah.
Sketch goes-
Everyone else leveled up.
Okay.